Hello, everyone. It is Thursday. Welcome back. We are playing Witcher. I'm Simon at Wandering DM. I have with me, of course, my crew of wonderful players. Realizing I don't have the music playing, so I'll fix that in a moment. But tonight, we are going to put into motion a plan that has been set up and worked towards for the last 2 sessions. But before we get into that, let's introduce our cast. Tell us who you are and who you're playing. We'll start with the first person to my right on the overlay. Yutsai, hello, welcome back.
Hello, good to be back. Hello, I'm Yutsai, he, him. I'll be playing Joanna Wicker, she, her, a currently one-legged and very stubborn lady who is determined to keep her mettle, prove her worth, and kind of just make sure her friends, companions here come out of this light show in one piece.
Awesome. Up next, we have Ari.
Hello, I'm Ari, and I'm playing Wreath. They are a 351-year-old elf who really enjoys shiny things and firmly believes that everybody deserves to die.
Yep. Next on the overlay, we'll start with Hannah.
Hey, I'm Hannah, she, her, and in this game I'm playing Asa, he, him. He's my baby witcher, and he is still trying to figure out his life psychology at the moment, but, you know, Wreath makes a good argument.
And last but not least, we have Norden.
Hi, my name is Nordley Kadir. My pronouns are he, him, and and I play Gulshan Nasir, the Bloodweld, the architect of this plan, the witch of the Witcher group here, and probably the one who's going to get us all killed. Over under, you know?
Let me just fix my microphone for a moment.
Yeah, I would. I'd take those odds.
I'm going to refresh real quick.
I can vamp.
No.
So
there we go. I should be loud enough now. It's all the routing thing that I usually do before a show, but happened that today because problems with my OBS. Anyway, let's get back into our game. Last we left our group of intrepid chaos makers, I guess. They were working towards a plan to free the city of Vergen from this infiltration by the same cult/group of bandit / Nilfgaardians ? That's been infesting the region. Your plan consists of having one of the current, let's call them Vergen inhabitants, Shanraral, the elf, to don a disguise to look like a returned Saskia, with the rest of the dwarves and elves and the rest of the survivors around to dress up like undead. And using the light of the full moon and cleverly placed mirrors and a few pyrotechnics, strike fear into the heart of these invaders and force them not only out of Vergen for now, but probably out of Vergen for good. If the message spreads that this place is haunted, chances are nobody will want to come back. Now, as you explored the city, Wreath went on their own to do some scouting and found out that the invaders got a little comfortable where they were and started putting up perimeters, one of which consisted of noise-making traps, marking traps, or even lethal traps. Another layer consisted of a few teams, 3 teams of 3, snipers on rooftops to just look around, survey the scene. And as Wreath got closer and closer to the castle, the Palace of the Three Kings, where this group seemed to have like established a HQ there, their criminal senses pinged that there was danger without exactly knowing what. They came back with all of that information, and a new plan was put together where Wreath, Joanna, and Asa would go out to move the traps so that the cultists, I'll call them cultists, can, stumble into their own ambushes if and when needed. Gulshan stayed behind with a view of the survivors to build giant pyres that they would all light up thanks to the chemicals that they poured over it. And Asa stayed behind at a certain level to get rid of one of the patrol, the snipers. Joanna went back to the inn after moving the traps about, and Wreath, I think Joanna did. We haven't done that part yet of Joanna moving the traps because Yutai had to go.
Right.
And so we're gonna have to do that. So this part is pending. I got ahead of myself a little bit. Hopefully Joanna succeeds. And Wreath went all the way into the enemy's base and poisoned their stew with hallucinogens. The group now knows that once this is done, they have about a half hour to put their plan into motion if they want everything to work as smoothly as possible. Now, there was one hiccup so far, which was when approaching the patrol to eliminate them. A bout of bad luck played against Asa, and an entire chase occurred in the city, with Asa finally catching up to and setting fire to both himself and the last sniper sentry. We left our last session with Wreath and I believe only Wreath seeing from afar as they left the palace this sort of light on one of the rooftops that shone a little bit before being snuffed out. But before we get back to this, let's rewind about an hour before and look to Joanna Wicker, whose job it is to transfer the traps from where they lay currently to where you want them to be. I will remind you the way we've designed the city, more or less, last time, right? You have like 3 layers. There was the first one with just like basic traps. There was another layer where the patrols were, the sentries were, and then the third one by the castle, which we have no idea what lies there. There was, at the very least, 2 of them by a campfire. 2 cultists by a campfire. Joanna?
Right.
There are 4 types of traps. Noisemakers. The ones that made with cow pee, cow urine, the markers with the paint traps. The bear traps, and last but not least, the claws, the fragmentation bombs. The noisemakers and and most of the bear traps are all on that very first like outer perimeter, right? By the time you cross the main thoroughfare, this is like the first thing you will encounter. Wreath pointed them out to you. They, because of all the checks that they succeeded on last time, they knew exactly where all those traps were. So I would like to know, Joanna, as we focus on you tonight, what do you have in mind when moving these traps? Where do you want to move them? What do you want to do with them? What's?
I'll
Yep.
say since the other two have run off, if Joanna needs any physical assistance, Gulshan will be there. Just shout away.
I believe that that Ace was carrying Joanna from one place to another, because this happens before the two of them branch off to
go set themselves on fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Wreath and Asa must have, like, if it's just disarming and getting them out of the way so there's no danger to our side, that's straightforward enough. However, if we wanted to repurpose them, then Joanna would need to know from Wreath and Asa what they had in mind specifically.
I think Wreath definitely wants to repurpose them. They don't care so much about repurposing any of the noisemakers, but anything that will harm the other side, and I don't think they care about repurposing markers either. But really anything that will harm the other side. I think there was one that was like essentially a frag grenade or something like that.
Yes, in higher levels.
Which I think is also the most difficult one. So totally up to Joanna if she wants to do that. And they'd want to put that one in the area that looks like it's got the widest, the least number of traps right now, so that it's the one where hopefully these people are going through feeling like they're the safest, right?
Makes sense. I guess in that respect, it would be best to disable the alert traps, like the noisemakers, the markers, and then try to disable and then reset the more dangerous traps.
Okay. Disarming a trap is a trap crafting roll. They're all going to be basically trap crafting rolls, right? Moving a trap, depending on which one or which type, might be easier than disarming it. I can tell you that the noisemakers are, like we discussed last week, among the easiest to disarm, because it's like a precariously put bucket of like metal bits and whatnot with like a tripwire. What I'll do is I'll ask you for 2 rolls per type of traps, if you will. 50% of the traps, the other 50% of the traps, right? So if you fail one, you can decide what to do from then on. But if you succeed, let's say the first one, then you've disarmed, half of them. Then you can choose what to do with the other.
Makes sense.
So give me that trap crafting roll. We'll start with the noisemakers that you wanted to completely disable.
You got it. What am I aiming for here?
You are aiming for a 13.
13. Do I get any assistance bonuses from Wreath or Asa being near me?
Do any of them have some trap crafting?
I don't believe I do, but I'll double check. Could we apply the fine art of lock picking?
Not on this trap, because it's buckets and twine.
Can't lockpick a bucket?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, I don't have anything in trap crafting. Wreath doesn't worry so much about trapping people.
So I'm going to be looking for 13, Joanna.
13. Gotcha. Alrighty, let's get this. 18.
You go through a couple of the alleys where Wraith indicated where those traps were. Start snipping the wires, moving the buckets, disarming them. You have gone through half of them.
Remind me to come back to these points later. This is good material.
Wreath will
All
just
right.
nod.
All right, time for the other half. 16.
After about a half hour of going from point A to point B to point C, you have taken care of all the noisemakers.
All right, that's all the noisemakers. Now the markers, was it? What do these things do? They mark you?
They splash. It's like this sticky powder that also smells very pungent.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, it's very gross. I'll remind you that these are closer to where the sentries are. So they're a little bit more complicated because you will need to roll a stealth roll on top of it.
Can I help with the stealth roll?
Yes.
Excellent.
I think even Asa has stealth, so you can both help if you want.
Can we both assist? Oh, excellent.
Oh, and I still have the +2, right?
Yep, that +2 lasts until the end of the night. Yeah. Asa, if you can just give me a stealth. Basically, if you've got a +2 to your stealth roll, Joanna. +1 from each of your teammates.
All right, what do I need to beat for this one?
Oh, that one I'm not telling.
Oh, it's essential. All right, keep your secrets.
Well, I mean,
21.
you had to beat the 16.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
So, congrats. Now,
Sneaky,
the trap crafting. I'll have you know
Right.
that you don't need to re-roll stealth for the second half of those markers. Like, once it's done, you navigate this section of town without being seen.
31.
Ooh. Wow. 31. You know what? That's the one roll for both of them.
Hey,
they were
10
DC
plus
14.
9.
You just went in like on a roll. Each one of them figured out exactly like where the not fulcrum, but like the pulley was, or like where to cut the wire. It took you like 1 or 2 seconds every time you reached one of those traps. Snip, snip, remove, 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 remove.
I was holding my breath the entire time, just going at speed.
These can be salvaged, by the way. Not in the sense of getting like raw material from them, but you can. They'll need a little bit of work to like repair, but if you keep them with you, like later on, if you go through and like loot them all back, you can have a bunch of marker traps.
How many marker traps we talking?
That you can successfully retrieve post. I had it in my notes here. Post thing. It is to keep it to a okay level. 5 of them. Like there were more than 5, but 5 of them are retrievable. Because if I give you like 18 of them, that might be I might fuck things up a little.
Coin.
I'll add that to the loot sheet.
I'll open up a stall back in our town, trap stall. Alrighty. Now for the more dangerous traps.
The bear traps or the frags. So the bear traps, if they go off because you fail,
I lose my other leg.
It's either leg. That's the fun part. Is there 1 out of 2 chances of you not taking any damage? By the way, you are half immune to a bear trap. However,
I never knew that I had this blessing.
the frag
It's like
traps.
getting the chicken pox versus getting the vaccine. You could get shingles later, but you won't get chicken pox again.
The frag traps, the claw bombs. If you fail, they go off and they damage both you, Wreath, and Asa because y'all are together.
Oof.
So the bear traps is just you if you fail. The frags is everyone. It's easier to just disarm them than to try to move them. It's up to you.
Let's go for we've all taken a lot of risks. I'm good at what I do. Let's try to move the bear traps first and foremost. That way, if a frag goes off, then they may help us slow down anyone who comes to investigate too. We may lose the element of surprise, but at least we'll get away.
All right. Give me that trap crafting roll.
What's my aim here?
16.
Okay. 16 on the dot.
16 on the dot.
Whew.
That is enough. You move the biters where you want them to be. So now they can potentially hurt the cultists.
All right. Okay.
You
now
have a
for
second
the
roll, by the way. It's
nervous one.
50-50.
Oh, now
Remember,
for the
it's
other
2 rolls
half.
Yeah.
Right. 19. Okay. Oh. I think that leaves frags left. Yes. Wish me luck.
Good luck. Wreath will say that and they'll like clap a hand on Joanna's shoulder and then they'll add, seems as though you've got skill.
Disarming a claw bomb is a 16. Moving them is an 18.
I've rolled a few 16s. There's just one thing I can't roll. If I roll one thing, it's going to be bad. Anything else I think I can recover from? I'm going to go ahead.
It's your call. You don't have to do it. I just wanna lay that out there.
Reese told me I had to do this. All right. No, I'm kidding.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Just live in your truth, And while you're doing that, Gulshan's just over here petting a bunny, Real serious stuff.
Reese has confidence in my skill. We're going to go for broke. So I'm choosing to move. What you said is a 18?
18 to move.
20. Careful.
Half of them are moved. What about the other half?
I see why people gamble. This is fun in a kind of haphazard, risk your deck kind of way.
Wreath will just nod, but they've kind of got that look on their face like, what?
All right, let's do this. I'm going to choose to move the rest. Oh, I rolled the one thing I shouldn't roll. Wait. Hold on. Maybe we can salvage this. I rolled a 10, correct?
Yes, you rolled a 10
I need an 18
to move them.
How much does it cost to upgrade trap crafting with XP? Because I have 6 points of luck. If I can just upgrade trap crafting twice, I'll succeed.
What is your trap crafting?
Normally I wouldn't, but trap crafting is a hard skill, so it's twice the cost.
Isn't
would
it a
cost
double-decker
you
skill?
4
Yeah.
IP.
It's a double decker.
Yeah,
I
4
I
IP
have
to
some.
move it by 1, and then 6 to move it by 1 again.
If you allow me, I can upgrade it twice. I have 17 in IP currently.
The thing
And then I
is
would blow the rest of my luck.
You would blow all of your luck on it.
It is a
can't
fumble though.
watch.
So if you want me to keep the fumble, I totally respect that.
I think you might have no choice but to keep the fumble. Let me just check.
Gotcha.
But I think so. Normally,
Consult the archives, consult the detomes. The
consulting
moment's
the
frozen in
old, yeah.
time.
No, technically you can. You know what?
We're at the bargaining stage.
Sure.
Of
I will say
right
you
now.
can't up your skill,
okay.
but I will let you disarm these ones instead. But burn all of your luck.
I'll take it. I'll go down from 6 to 0.
It's cool because you're
And,
the one with the most luck in the team, and
and I
now
had to
you
burn
have
all of
nothing.
it. What could go
Great.
wrong?
That's great. No,
I'm
it's
sure the
fine.
rest of the evening will be fine.
Yeah.
I'm feeling hale and hearty.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there's like this one last batch that Joanna goes to move, and like the pin falls, clatters on the ground, and you basically have like a second to put it back before it blows up. And as luck would have it, 6 points of luck, it fell right by the foot of Asa, right by Asa's foot, instead of, clattering into the dark.
Mm-hmm.
You pick it back
Now
up.
we know why Ace has struggled so hard. About 10 seconds from now, going off the fight.
Residual freaking out from almost exploding.
Walls
Uh-huh.
became hard because all he could think about was, I nearly just died.
It's true.
Look, you've avoided maybe not dying, maybe just how much is it? 5d6 and bleeding.
I don't know. Wreath doesn't have 5d6.
It would have been almost fatal for pretty much everyone.
Okay. I was like, I don't know who's got
Damn.
that, but it's not Wreath.
Damn. Oh.
Hey, 5d6, 14. That wouldn't have been bad. We could have
It's true.
survived
That would not have ended me. It would have just mostly ended.
Would have hurt.
Thankfully, that did not happen. The traps were set and or disabled. Joanna went back to the inn. The pawns are in position. Sorry, pawns are in position. Midnight is about to strike. Players, do you have anything else last minute you want to do as you regroup at the inn before you move to the other side of the thoroughfare to begin enacting your plan?
I actually think Wreath wouldn't regroup at the inn. I think they would stay behind enemy lines.
Okay.
To make sure we don't get overloaded.
Cool.
Because I promised to be there, I'm going to try and scout out a place I can kind of just hunker down in, out of eyesight, nearby where our Saskia is going to be placed up in case she needs assistance. Within magic distance, Specifically fire snake distance.
Within fire snake distance of Saskia, how far is that? What's the range on fire snake?
Specifically fire snake distance of people who might be attacking Saskia once the moment happens. It's technically 10, but that's also a lie because just 1 second. I can make it 14.
Okay. So that's about like 50 feet.
Yeah.
Away from her.
Can I be a bit
General dons the disguise. I will roll when necessary. The dwarves, Thierry the halfling, pick up the mirrors while everybody else gets ready. All made up, all disguised with the broken pieces of armor that you want to help them with. And do we move to the stroke of midnight?
Would I have had like intermittent between like all the crafting other stuff? Could I have cobbled together an hour to craft a weapon?
With all the things that happened, I think you would have, yes.
Okay, I just want to try crafting a set of throwing axes with the steel that we had procured from the town before.
Ooh.
I would also Oh wait, I can't do that. Damn it. I was gonna do something. I was gonna try to do something. Oh well. Well, I can still craft it. It's just I don't have the. Let's see. Oh, the IP cost was 4 and then 5. You said so it'd be 9 IP points total
For what?
for improving trap crafting to 3, then 4.
It would be 4. No, it's 4 and then 6.
4 and then
Wait.
6, so 10. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you still improved your trap crafting. You didn't have to.
Oh, I didn't.
No.
Gotcha.
No, because I would rather not create the precedent that you can level up your skill to avoid a failed roll. We just don't do that.
Good to know. Good to know. How much to fully level up extensive catalog so I could gain journeyman, craftsman, which allows me when I'm crafting to gain bonuses to damage.
It's 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3, so that's 7 plus 4, 11 plus 5, 16. No, wait, it's current rank. Sorry, it's current rank. So it's 1 when you're 0, 1 when you're 1, 2 when you're 2, 3 when you're 3, 4 when you're 4, and then you become 5, so it's 11 IP.
I'd like to do that then, and then attempt to craft some throwing axes where when I craft an item, I can roll journeyman at a DC equal to the item's crafting DC. If it succeeds, it adds +1 damage for the weapon for every 2 points above the DC to a max of 5.
Okay. Where are... let me just see. Crafting for a throwing axe.
132.
132, thank you. So it's a DC normally. It is a DC... Wait, why isn't it there? What the hell? It's not 132, it's 131, sorry. Oh, I'm looking at the page in the book, not the PDF.
The book, Marcus.
It's, yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, so it's normally DC 10, so basically for each... Yeah, like if you roll 12, if you roll 14. But you have to roll Journeyman, which is basically just a straight craft test for you at the moment.
So roll once to craft it, roll the second time for the journeyman effect.
Yeah,
Is that
exactly.
correct? All right, can I do that before we get underway?
Yeah, that is the one. I mean, it's 3 throwing axes. You have the little forge that's already there that they used, using basically the ovens from the ruined inn, which is what they've been using to repair their equipment however they could, make bolt heads for their crossbows. There's enough room, enough material for you to work and potentially create those axes. So I will have you roll.
All right. Is it a forge? And if so, does that mean I get a bonus to the roll?
No, in fact, the forge just allows you to roll because it's that basic.
I guess Joanna can't hammer steel into the shape she wants wherever she is.
Well,
that makes sense.
Normally, you would have to have a... it's called a Tinker's Forge. That allows you to forge weapon and armor anywhere. It's like a transportable forge. You've got like your little anvil, your little tools, your calipers, your stuff to make like a not a furnace, but a I had the word and I lost it. Things that you melt metal in.
Oh,
Crucible?
Crucible, thank you. Yeah. So like the Tinker's Forge has all of these, like a miniature version of it. And by miniature, I mean it still weighs like close to 20 pounds. But that just allows you to forge weapons and armors anywhere. Imagine that what they have at the inn right now is the equivalent of a Tinker's Forge. So it's not enough to give you a bonus, but it's enough to be like, you can do it.
All right, and I will go ahead and do it then. All right, that clears the craft.
Absolutely.
The axes are forged. And now for the journeyman. So every 2 above 10, we'll get a +1 bonus.
12, 14, etc., all the way up to 20.
Or it just absolutely fails. God dang it. That's
Look,
going to be really cool.
you had the barest of tools.
Mhm.
It's already a testament to your skills that you were able to fashion 3 throwing axes within an hour. Like even the dwarves around you are a little impressed.
The throwing axes, I think based on the journeyman roll, they're functional. There is a little bit of like wear and haste to them, as if they were made a little quickly. However, there's still attention to detail. The handles have been carved to give it a slight arc, and there's at the head a stamp with a J on it. And and the intention was to, throughout the evening, whether they were around or nearby, Joanna would have slipped one of each of the throwing axes into her companion's belongings as a sort of just in case.
Oh, that's
Nice.
adorable and very morbid.
I, for one, approve of gifting your friends weapons. In game and out of game.
Joanna.
Hmm?
Wait, what are you doing? And while you're trying to slip something into his pocket, he does notice, and he actually pulls out the rusty dagger from ages ago. Do you mind doing your trick on this thing?
Just kind of tap that into, I guess, a belt loop on Gulshan's person, and yeah. What trick? Melt it down, reforge, sharpen.
You know what trick that?
Yeah. Right. Here, follow me to the shadowy corner where that eavesdropping dwarf can't see us.
I don't think you have anything to fear from them.
I mean, Gulshan, you, among everyone knows, sometimes even the best of people can get a little desperate. Even people you thought you could trust.
I want you on a horse. When everything goes down.
I'll be on the roof. The horse will be below. I can make my way in case
Joanna,
things
if
happen.
we all die, you're not getting out of here. You can't crawl the roof by yourself.
Says you. I can crawl for myself very well, thank you.
Don't be foolish. Just be on horse, ready to go if the worst comes to worst.
Gulshan, I respect you too much to lie to your face. I'm going to be on the roof keeping an eye on things. If it looks bad, I told Wreath I'd get on the horse and get going. And you know Wreath. He'd stab me if I was lying. Probably. Would he actually? Look, she will kiss the tip of her finger and then tap the dagger, and you see like a shimmer effect kind of like wave down the rusted blade into the like chipped hilt as she uses her gift Fortify.
Yeah, don't you have to roll for that?
I do have to. Let's see here. Full round action. I can increase the reliability or SP of an item you touch. It is a ranged touch, stamina cost of 2.
Yes, you're gonna burn 2 stamina.
Yes.
And you just have to roll spellcasting and beat a 9.
Why can't that be as good as my crafting?
No, it's Fortify is a 9. Yeah.
Do I just click this? Oh, here it goes.
Yeah, but you have to click spellcasting at the bottom then. Like the brown golden button in chat.
It's got a bunch of like little modifiers for me.
Sorry.
14.
You succeed.
There we go. Should last you a little longer.
Thank you. Don't come back. If the worst should happen. Take the house.
Gulshan, you know my circumstances, right?
I know that your circumstances are partly due to me.
Well, I can't really just take the house and sit, now can I?
Open up a shop. They'd love you in that Mason.
I think Joanna can tell Gulshan's like really serious about this, and she's trying to find a way to like play this off as a joke, but she's having a hard time deflecting this one. We'll see what happens, Gulshan. I'd very much like for the next time I go to your place for you to also be there. I don't know how many other root cellars you're hiding from us.
It was just the. Did no one know? Never mind. And he starts heading off.
Joanna looks past the wall, kind of to where the horse would probably be located that Reese set up for her.
Mm-hmm.
And glances up to where she wanted to be, like kind of like corner of the building posted up. Shakes her head, and she'll make preparations to stick to the original plan, be at the top of the building should things go south.
Cool.
Simon, there's something I forgot to mention, but I do think Wreath would have noticed it on their way back, which is they would have gone to where Asa had taken care of the nest, and they would want to remove the bodies and hide everything so it looks like the people just kind of disappeared in case the replacements come back early. We want more confusion than an alarm started right now.
If Wreath goes to this location, is Asa still there?
I imagine Asa would also be trying to hide somewhat the bodies as much as possible and like what he can. I imagine there's probably a lot of blood from multiple decapitations.
It's just so that Wreath sees, the state that Asa is in as they make their way there.
Yes.
He was like burned, right?
Well, yeah, my armor took several points of burn damage, and not wearing my hood because it was also burning. So,
yep.
I think Wreath just materializes out of the dark, near Asa. It's like,
what would be the stat to contest?
I mean, you can try stealth versus awareness.
Okay.
Well, I fumbled that, so maybe they don't materialize out of the dark. I don't think
they
did.
Can certainly try. It's okay. I know you by now, and I hear your very, light cat-like steps coming up on.
I think also, narratively, it makes sense that Wreath would probably have stopped being quiet, like forgotten about all the quiet things when they saw the state that Asa's in. As well. So I think there's like part of it is Asa at this point knows Wreath pretty well and is also an experienced warrior, and part of it is also Wreath just kind of stumbling and being like, You appear injured.
I'm fine. Just help me get rid of the bodies. We can't let them know something happened here.
Wreath will like start, helping. And they won't really say anything, but they will like glance at Asa whenever they think Asa isn't looking, just trying to assess how bad things are. And when we're done moving the bodies, unless Asa says something.
I can't find my hood. It's somewhere around here. You want to make me that hood? I need to get it.
What would I roll to find a hood? Would that be awareness?
That would be awareness.
Do I find the hood with a 20?
Oh yeah, it's more than a little singed. But yeah, no, you find it discarded on the ground, several yards away, due to the whole racing and chasing and such that happened.
It looks a little worse for wear.
It'll be fine. Joanna can fix it up for me, I'm sure.
Speaking of, she's going to tuck herself up above the cauldron and attempt to shoot arrows down. I'd rest easier knowing there was somebody nearby to stop anyone rushing her.
Joanna,
Yes.
I'll protect her. Where are you gonna be?
Here. Back here.
You sure you'll be alright? Things are gonna get real hairy real fast.
I'm not worried about me.
Fair enough.
Wreath will like put a hand on Asa's shoulder and they'll just sort of like nod and then hopefully disappear back into the shadows. Let's see what that looks like. Sure.
Yeah, you have completely vanished. You just took a step back and Ace is like, where did they go? Like
If the arrival was a little fumble, the departure was a masterstroke. And so, with a cat that is very angry in the background, speaking of a cat, Asa, do you head back to the inn?
yes, I head back to the inn to go find Joanna and, help out. Definitely not making sure that nobody comes after her. She can handle herself. She doesn't need somebody to watch over her.
And thus approaches the stroke of midnight. There's a certain air of unease, of tension in the inn as the moon rises to its apex. Most of the dwarves there are silent, morose. Even Thierry the halfling doesn't say much. He's, for all of his outwardness, his awkwardness, he's as grim as Thierry could be. Making sure his weapons are in order, making sure his armor is snug, checking out for the other members of his group, make sure that they are also not wanting for nothing. There's a few huddles before you depart. Bourbon, DeWitt, and a couple of the other dwarves are like in a football huddle, arms outstretched on each other's shoulders, whispering, words of courage. I'm not going to say prayers. They're not really praying. The elves, on the other hand, are. Tobes, Shanraral, and Emek are gathered together by the fireplace, eyes shut, holding all three of them in their hands this sort of beaded length of leather string, upon the end of which is attached a squirrel's tail. And they, whisper a few things in, because most of you speak Elder Speech anyway. They are referencing, not Falca, but Sherwood Forest. It was the rebellion of Aelirin. And so just remembering Aelirin. The group then turns to, all of the group, everyone turns to Gulshan, Isa, Joanna, and DeWitt walks, takes a few steps forward, and goes, well, let's just hope everything works out. got some nice kegs of cider in the back. Victory drink. Or let's hope we don't have to pour most of it on. You know what?
Well, go
Let's-
ahead.
For Vergen. The others mutter, for Vergen. And they move out. The team assigned to the pyres make their way, fire starters in hand, to the 3 pyres. The rest of you
4.
begin to... 4 pyres. Sorry.
Yeah.
4 pyres. And the rest of you, get yourselves in position. From your vantage point, Joanna, you see all of these little figures progressively disappear in the darkness between the ruins. Asa, do you stay by Joanna's side the whole time, or do you leave at some point?
I think I'm going to stay with Joanna.
Okay. When the moon hits its apex, it is midnight. And y'all are ready to put this plan into motion. I would like to know players. We've discussed a lot about how things were going to work. How do you attract their attention? You light the pyres just all at the same time, or is this like a wave thing, or how does that look? Gulshan.
You know what? If we're gonna do this fancy, let's do this fancy. Give me a moment. Gulshan holds his hand over the dagger and moves it, casting a spell. Cadfan's Grasp. The dagger superheats, and then he'll go from pyre to pyre, just scratching the dagger, barely on the pyres themselves, but they've all been covered with this quick fire.
Mm-hmm.
And each one lights up in succession, but very quickly, one after the other, with nary a scratch between them.
In the distance, on the other side of town, we see one of those sentries who were on the second perimeter tap one of the other cultists next to them, the one prone with the bow. Mate, look at that. Something blew up. I think the dwarves are killing themselves. Oh! And another pyre lights up. What is going? And a third one. He goes, shit, fuck, warn the others. They're setting fire to the city. Go, go, go! And his sentry, the 2 that are with him, jump off the roof, start sprinting towards the castle. The group that was having a little fun by the campfire look up at the columns of smoke that appear in the distance. One of them goes, "Meh. Were we supposed to set fire to anything tonight?" The other goes, "Nah, you idiot. Why would we?" And the first goes, "Oh, because I think something's burning." The other gets up, looks mouth agape at the now 4 columns of smoke, sees their friends come running. Something's wrong, something's wrong. Get everyone. They arm themselves. From your vantage point, Joanna, Asa. And Wreath, from where you are hiding by the castle, you see these 2 columns of bandits move out with haste. Most of them barely dressed for battle. All of them armed in a way, but some have, a sword, no belt, no scabbard, barely an armor put on. Some have bows with a handful of arrows in their other hand and nothing else, no quiver. Some, maybe the ones who were the most, the quickest at eating tonight, probably got a bit more time to get dressed, and they are carrying torches and are fully decked out. From your vantage point, Joanna, Asa, you see those little torches come out of the massive gate, the main door to the castle.
It's starting.
Is there anyone who's like lagging behind this group a little bit, maybe trying to like buckle on something and just a little bit behind everybody else?
I would say all of the ones that were in the mess hall earlier are lagging behind.
Okay.
The column is not, one well-disciplined, ordered, column of soldiers coming out. Half of them are high on hallucinogens. And they're moving out. And the moment they see the smoke outside, the stars, the moon, their own hands, the others behind them, tend to bump into them. Like, what the fuck's going on with you? And a lot of them are just looking around and sort of spreading out a little. These 2 rows of cultists soon turn into just a disorganized blob, almost like a line of people, all interested in, one or more of the fires on the horizon.
Mm-hmm.
As they make their way to the location where you wanted Saskia to appear, which was past the main thoroughfare, I believe. How does Saskia appear? What does that look like from the point of view of a cultist?
The flickering fires give way to shafts of moonlight that appear reflecting off of mirrors hidden all throughout the thoroughfare. But there is a central point to these shafts. While others illuminate spaces completely empty so far, a few are centered right in the middle, hiding the fact that she's just out of weight. As she steps in, it appears like she came out of nowhere. And then she raises her sword.
I will need to roll for Shanraral's disguise.
I did.
You help her out,
Mm-hmm.
which means that I am going to roll twice and use the highest. This is not so much how well your disguise is built, but how well does she hold herself up to, the under the light.
Does the hallucinogen offer any bonuses?
Huh?
Does the hallucinogen offer any bonuses?
Penalties to them.
Okay.
To the others. So let's see. It's opposed to their awareness, and basically their awareness will be affected by the hallucinogens. I just need to make sure that this is... Okay, so her 2 rolls are a 15 or an 8. And they Their awareness is... six. A 13. Now I'm going to check for the mirrors. Because aiming the mirrors, so far, and I'll describe I'll just roll for the mirrors first, and I'll describe after what happens.
Yeah.
The dwarves could roll a +4, or they could use a 15. And so I will ask my players. I need a full consensus of the entire group. Four or five. Yeah. Okay. For the mirrors, the dwarves have a D10 +7. If they succeed, it bolsters the zombie part of the play, and also the Saskia part, but Saskia's fine with a 15. Either I roll, or I take a 15, because this is the help that you've given them earlier. So if I roll a D10 +7.
Which they need an 8 to beat a 15 or higher.
No, the DC is not 15.
Yeah, but what I mean is that to share the odds.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
To get what I've given them, they need to at least roll an 8.
That's it.
They can beat me if they roll a 10 or 9.
So do you want them to roll anyway? I'm asking the group.
We know. We're just nervous.
Okay, no, that's fine. I just want to make sure.
Exactly.
What if we roll first and then we decide?
No. It's... this time we're gambling with other people's lives.
Oh, no, that's the worst.
Hello, Raiders, we're gambling with people's lives.
This episode brought to you by gambling. It's fun.
My thinking is that so far 15 has done well, right, with Saskia.
Mm-hmm.
Another 15 probably won't hurt.
I don't think it hurt either.
Yeah, I'm feeling the 15.
Yeah, I'm on board.
All right. Then with a 15, they succeed. Barely, but they succeed.
Oh.
Basically, 15 plus the aiming, that comes up to an 18, and the DC was 17. Which means that the zombies are going to have a bonus. But first, we're not there at the zombies yet. Both the completely high and completely of sound mind cultists peek out from the various alleys where they are. Some of them are just staring at walls, but some are staring at this blonde warrior, now covered by several beams of moonlight reflected by the mirrors. Her armor, breastplate, shining in the night. She holds her sword high, but does not say a word yet. She seems solid, of stone almost, like a living statue that's just there unmoving, a fact within Vergen. To the cultists there, some, those of sound mind, realize that this is, an enemy. But as they try to get some sort of offensive or a plan going, the others, clearly afflicted by the hallucinogen that was dropped into their stew, they look and they go, that's the Virgin Maiden. It's the Virgin Maiden of Vorgan. I thought she was dead. She's alive. No, she's dead. No, look, she shines like a ghost. She's a ghost. And as they're panicking, the dwarves begin to crawl out from under carts, from under rubble, moaning and crying, crawling and shuffling, some dragging their weapons behind, some just waving their arms around like they're half drunk. The moon shines upon them one by one. And they're going to roll. And I would like to know, Joanna is giving a bonus to all of them because of the costumes. The Moonlight is giving a bonus to all of them because of costumes. But players, do you want them to roll intimidation or performance?
We should have had a practice run before they left.
That would have been handy. I feel like this is like we are really trying to intimidate here realistically. But I'm open to arguments for anything else. So my vote is on the intimidation side.
What's their better score?
I cannot tell you.
That's the gamble here. That's the gamble. I have a question. There's no
Yes.
way I can take a single target spell and make it multiple target, right? But I can pick somebody vocal. Who was the person who said that's the Virgin? Who's the person who said that?
From where you are, it's a little hard to see. I would need an awareness roll. You know, like which, like, let's say alley that the sound came out of, but there's more than one person in that alley.
18?
18 against a, let me just check. It's 3 plus 8. 11 plus 5, 16. So yes, you spot, there's like 4 of them in an alley. 2 of them look zooted out of their minds. And it's one of those 2.
They within 14 meters of me? Within 10?
Within 14. So you'd have to use your longer range.
Yes, I will. So, let me just first cast a spellcasting roll, and I'll tell you what I'm trying to do. 22 to cast telepathy. From a distance, as soon as I see the dwarves coming, I'm going to whisper into this person's head, extending my range because I am a variable caster. I've studied under people who are not even mages to understand magic, which means I'm spending an extra 10 stamina to do this. I whisper into this person's head, "Those are ours. There are dead. She's raising the dead."
I'll use your spell casting as like an intimidate roll. I'll roll courage for him. Well, he not only believes you, but he almost verbatim repeats what you just said. Those are ours. She's raising our boys from the dead. Some of the others, obviously, they notice that, you know, the unhallucinogen afflicted people, they can see clearly that those are dwarves, but it spreads through some of the others who are nearby, and thus I will consider this an intimidation attempt. And it is opposed against their courage. So what I'll do is I'll roll their courage first, because that's funny. The dwarves need to beat a 15. With all the bonuses that you've given them, with Joanna's help, everything going on, dwarves roll a 16. I mean, they had a plus 12. Still, even those who aren't drugged up, they see the dead rising. The dead does not rise when the dead rises. Those are necrophages. Necrophages is a witcher's job. We are not witcher. We're not paid enough for this. Fuck this shit. You can hear what starts as a whisper spread like wildfire across the cultists that it's the town is cursed. We've stumbled into hell itself. We should get the fuck out while we can. A lot of the cultists turn tail and run. But one of them snaps. Just wires cross. And he just starts laughing uncontrollably. Hysterical, he begins to shout, she rose. She will rise. She will rise. She will rise. And takes a knife and charges out of the shadows directly at Shanra Rao. Yo, players, what are you doing?
Can Wreath throw a knife at this person?
Absolutely.
Unless somebody else wants to do something, I think that's what they're going for. Is
If yeah, I think I promised Shanra Red that if I saw someone attacking her, I would attack first. So do you want it, Wreath? Do you want to do this with me? Do you want to join with me?
Yeah.
Back in the back. Snakes
The
in the front.
two of you are going to basically have like a surprise on that person. Consider that this person is ambushed. So for the purposes of throwing your knife, Wreath, you also have a plus 5.
Excellent. Love that.
Okay.
Would I click joint attack on this one then, just in terms of?
A joint attack is when you attack with 2 weapons at the same time.
Gotcha.
So it's not an option for throwing shit, unfortunately. But you could do a fast attack and throw 2 knives.
No, we're just gonna do a normal attack.
I will spend
Okay.
my one.
You could do a strong if you wanted. That would give you a -3, but you would double your damage.
Yeah, let's do that.
1 strong knife.
See, I'm gonna use mercy.
So you've got a +5, -3 for strong.
So really a +2.
Yeah, but if you
I'm just gonna put a
choose in your attack, depending on if the game, like if the sheet asks you, do you want to make a strong strike, and you say yes, put in the full +5 at the end to make sure that it. What the fuck?
That's what I did.
No.
I clicked strong
perfect.
strike
That
and
is
then
perfect. That's what you needed.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll dodge just to see. But, it's not like
And they're ideally continuing to stay hidden. They're not coming out of the shadows for this. They're just flinging a knife from the shadows.
6 plus. Okay, he's got a +10. By the way, this person, full blown, nervous breakdown, I guess, religious awakening or something like that, is not one that poisoned. This person's mind just broke at the sight of seeing the dead rise.
Oh, nice. This whole time, Wreath was thinking they were going to have to take care of anyone who wasn't drugged up because they might have some weird memories.
Well, you hit with a plus 14, so that's a big crit.
Hell yeah.
So go ahead and roll your body part that you hit, and then roll for damage. Ooh, straight in the heart.
Now, how do I roll damage?
So that's a difficult crit. You would have to I think it's on your sheet in your gear and inventory. Sorry, you'll see me sort of open your sheet.
I'm
around.
watching. You're good.
Should have been this. Yeah, it's the little first, like the button that says first. Yeah. That would be a 4, but it's not true because you were doing a strong strike, so that would be an 8. So first of all, 8 damage goes through because of the difficult crit. So that person already took 8.
Nice.
They had their armor on. That stops some of your damage, 3. But you also have rolled a crit, so I will let you choose between. So that's a difficult. What do we have under difficult? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Can you roll just a d6?
I definitely can.
3. 1,
3?
2, 3. Torn stomach. The blow rips his stomach, pouring its contents into his gut. He's got a -2 to all actions and will take 4 points of acid per round. Yeah, your knife lodged in a very soft part of his gut. You threw it like probably sideways as he passed by you, and in the moment he doesn't notice it. But you can clearly see like his right leg buckle as he keeps running forward. The blood just already pouring, staining his clothes and then running down his leg and creating a little track of blood splatter on the ground.
Wreath just smiles, and then they're gonna shift into another position so that nobody, if anyone saw where the knife came from.
Can you make another stealth roll? So that broke your 32 stealth from earlier. You're gonna have to reroll.
I can do that.
Cool. I'll keep that 25 in mind. Gulshan, same thing before he reaches Shanrarao.
Same thing. Wait, do I get +5 too?
Yeah, you are hidden from him.
Whoa, okay. I'm also adding a point of luck to this.
It depends on what you want to do, though. It's +5 to an attack. If you're just casting a spell, that's just spell casting.
Just spell casting then. I'm gonna add
you don't have the +5 on that.
It's
Unless it's something that can be dodged, then
it can be.
Okay, then you have the +5 because he won't really see where it's coming from.
25.
25 against a 13.
13.
So you roll 12 above. It's a complex crit. That's gonna hurt.
So
Seraph.
from the pyre.
Mm-hmm.
Fire snakes explode out. I did tell her to like extend her hand out if she felt like she was being attacked. Hopefully she's managing, but she's not. It's fine. Fire will explode out, chasing after the person trying to attack, surrounding them, burning them, tying them down, and dragging them to the ground where they are grappled and on fire. Now, because they already failed, now it's up to a 26 to beat it the next round, and they will take no damage just yet, except of course the damage they get for being on fire.
Can you also roll 2d6 for the crit effect?
Oh, sure. I don't usually get to roll crits for from magic. 10.
Well, it's because in this case, I take it that the snakes are squeezing him. Physically, it hurts.
Yeah.
And it squeezes enough that it rams Mercy deeper into his soft parts and now ruptures his spleen.
Oof.
He must make a stun save every 5 rounds. This also causes bleeding, so now he's both bleeding and taking acid damage. Not fun for him.
Fire.
I would like someone to roll something for Shanra Rao. A d10 plus 8. That's her courage roll to see how she reacts to it. Whoever wants to roll.
I can roll that.
Sure. D10 plus 8. You need to beat a 14.
16.
She reacts quickly enough that she'll get a hit in as well before he gets close to her. She's just going to quickly spin around and try to slash at him. Not go for the throat, but to at least hopefully do something. I believe she has your sword, Gulshan.
Yes, she does.
All right. She doesn't have that plus 5 because she's clearly in plain view. But she does roll a 17, and he... he's also grappled now, so let's just check. Does this grapple? I don't think grapple does anything aside from what he's allowed to do. Let's see.
I rolled the damage for you, in case you need it.
Oh, cool, thank you. Does that add your... Okay, we'll have to remove 2 from there, because I don't think she has plus 2 due to her body. But he has a -2 to his physical actions, so yes. So it's a 17 against a 14. It's a hit. It's not a crit. And that's a 26, unless she's got some... How good's her body? Nah, her body's not good enough. But that still is a 26 damage. -4 because... Oh, I need to roll the body part. Sorry about that. 3. What's a 3? 3 is... Human damage. 3 torso. Good. So, 22. He had 19 HP left. She just turns around, stabs him in the gut. And like she freezes for a moment. Pulls the sword out. He falls on his knees and just looks up to her, to Shanra Rao, and says, "You have brought the end. She will." And already there's bile and blood dripping off the side of the corner of his mouth as his body just finally lets go, and he falls into a puddle of his own blood and whatever he ate tonight. And I think we're going to take a short break right now because it's the best time for it. And when we come back, I guess we crack open a keg of cider and have a victory thing because y'all succeeded on every single roll that you needed. I have, so people, chat won't see it, but players, I had like an entire combat map if things didn't work out.
Holy
with
cow.
like all of your minis and like where the villains could have been and everything, and I don't need it.
This is such a good map. That's such a shame.
Yeah, I spent $10 on the Roll20 marketplace for that.
Oh man, it's such a good map.
It's a map pack. I might reuse it later, but it's cool because it's got like There's a version with blood all over the place. There's a version with fog or rain or snow. It's probably going to be my you're fighting in a ruined place map from now on. But all that to say, let's take a quick moment to also empty the content of our stomachs, just not in a violent way, please, friends. And maybe fill back up on liquids, and we'll be right back. Then chat. Hey, we're back. So, I should also change the music, I guess. The cult has left Fergan, as far as you know anyway. Because as we pick back up after break, we're gonna not forward the clock. But from Joanna's point of view, from Asa's vantage point, you can hear the shouts and the cries of fear of many of these cultists. You definitely heard that one crazed individual yell out, you know, she will rise, she will rise. And then you also hear, peppered around town, the explosions of so many claw traps, the clanks and the yells and yelps of pain of people who stepped into the bear traps. Not all cult members have fled Vergen. Out of the 25 that were in town, you will find the bodies of 9 of them. Technically, plus the 3 that Asa killed. And now we're going to fast forward about an hour, when everyone's back at the inn. The body of the poor man who's now out of a spleen, out of a stomach, and out of a life has also been dragged back. I will leave the looting and the everything after if you want to go around town and grab those, unless you purposefully want to avoid the debrief and celebration. Otherwise, yep.
Yeah, I think Greeth would just start looting. Like, I don't. They'd be like, oh, they probably go to pick up Mercy and then, like, you know, go to just start seeing if there's other things.
So Reith would not be with the rest of the group at the inn, correct?
No, yeah,
Okay.
I think they'd be a looting.
No worries. Anybody else want to also be there or not be there before I zoom in on the cauldron? Cool.
I think Joanna would be there. She's already there, so.
Well, yeah. I don't know, maybe you wanted to do some sort of strange, hero disappear at the end of the fight type of thing.
Ah, fuck it, there's booze. Bring out the mugs, boys!
Indeed. A keg of cider is cracked open, and people are in a celebratory mood. Some of the undead dwarves are talking to each other about, did you see so and so's face when I crawled out from under the cart and he looked all afraid. I swear I smelled the piss in his pants. And another goes like, I'm pretty certain one of mine just shat themselves to death. Yada yada. Shanra Ral took off the wig and the armor. She's a little shaken, but still, smiles at and nods and shakes hands with the the dwarves and the others who are there to admire her performance or congratulate her on what she did. Do it, of course, walks up to Gulshan, goes, well, I guess I owe you a window now, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Starting tomorrow. And he looks at the tankard of alcohol he already has, like, drank 3/4 of. Maybe the day after tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll just sleep in. I haven't slept in a while.
Okay. The day after tomorrow.
Bye. Well, want anything to drink?
No. I'm fine. I'm fine.
More for me
Just
then?
thinking.
Thinking about what?
Nothing.
Why don't you start bringing our fun down?
I'm not.
He squints hard. If you could hear eyelids creak, his eyelids would creak. All right, I believe you then.
Good. Believe me. Go.
Oh, by the way, that reminds me. Thierry, where's my mirror? And he goes and rejoins the little celebration. A few of them have by now cracked open a board of dice poker. What about Joanna? What about Asa? Hannah, you can sign as much as you want, and I love it. I don't speak ASL. You're gonna need to unmute yourself.
Asa wants a drink.
Drink.
It's cider and ale is what they have. The cider's fresh. They just broke open a case
Cider
of it.
sounds good.
Cider sounds wonderful.
Tankard of cider for the two of you.
I'd like to drink enough for it to be a problem.
Sure. What's your body like?
My body's incredible, Simon.
Your stat will determine that. What's your body's stat? Holy
10.
shit, your body's incredible.
I don't tell lies.
He said she's a 10.
You
I'm a
are
10.
10.
Tell the
Yeah.
truth.
I'm a 10,
You
Simon.
you are the quintessential toned blacksmith
Mm.
with the forever glistening abs.
Ooh.
I have timber heaving hips.
There's probably not enough booze in this place for you to get wasted. Just so you know.
This is a curse. I didn't hear about this penalty when I chose the stat. I can't. I drink enough to have a good time.
Oh yeah, it's you know, if you get into drinking games with the like Bourbon or the others, they'll rapidly put an end to the game and be like, okay, we don't have enough liquid to finish this round, so let's just call it, you know, a tie. Some are asking. Bourbon is gonna ask you, Joanna, what's with you now? Where you going? Because you know we could use a hand rebuilding here. Saw what you did with the Wii axes. Bet you can help us put this town back together in no time.
Take a look at the disheveled building we're currently in, knowing the absolute mess the rest of the town is. Oh, that's a heck of a project. I don't know, fellas. I wouldn't mind helping out a bit, but I'm kind of tied to the rest of them. Don't want to stray too far. So, you keep the rest of them in town. I'll hang around long enough. I have a feeling the cranky one wants to go home. The cranky one is Gulshan.
I figured.
I am not cranky.
She can hear you!
Gulshan's sitting like right next to you.
Yeah.
To all of you.
It's a small bar.
We're at that point of being drunk in the night where, you know, we're whispering. Do it settles up to Asa and goes, "Oh, hate to ask you about more work, Witcher, but might have some job for you now that, well, if everything else is safe in town."
Are you paying?
He looks around. I can probably scrounge up something. Oh, now that we have access to just about everything.
Yeah, I could use some extra work. Some
Boy.
extra coin. Can't complain about that. What kind of job do you have in mind?
Well, alright, not to get all dour and everything, but you know we lost a couple of good lads over the past attacks that, you know, before you four showed up. Speaking
Yeah.
of, where's the elf? Anyway. There used to be catacombs by the town. That's where we buried our first lads, or well, not just them, also the people who went to bury them, kind of got munched on in there. So we dragged a big rock over and blocked off the catacombs, but you know, we'd like to bury our other dead, the ones that unfortunately didn't make it after. Not leave them in the same ditch next to the black ones. It's just we don't know what's in that tomb. We just know it
You
bites.
Mm.
Oh, and we were told
Yeah.
there was a bunch of smaller ones. I think it got, like, it laid eggs, had babies.
Sounds like you might have necrophages.
Boy, the only thing I remember them mentioning is that the babies were flying.
Flying.
Flying babies. Aye, flying babies in the dark. That was basically Bertram's last words. I would have rather go with different last words, but you know. I
You
guess
sure they were flying?
I said flying babies in the dark. Wee ones. The words he said was wee ones. You can always give me a Witcher training.
I would like to
with
give a Witcher
what
training,
little
please.
info he gave you.
Yeah. Flying babies in the dark. That's a 25.
So you're going off of the assumption that there's one bigger beast and then smaller beasties, right? So they should probably look alike.
Right.
Out of all the monsters that exist, save the ones who are actually flying and then can have, you know, like a siren. You know, a baby siren is...
I assume he means launching themselves in the dark, because that's the only thing I can think of for necrophages that could be flying.
Or he could be talking about plumards.
Okay.
Plumards are vampires. They look like a smaller version of some other vampires, like catacans.
Do they look like babies?
No, they're baby versions of the big one.
Oh, okay.
And it would make sense that they attacked the living that came in to bury the dead.
Yep. Okay.
Now that they've locked them in, you figure if they are plumards, which chances are that's what they're talking about. Some of them have already died of hunger because those aren't necrophages. They need to feed on the living. So inadvertently do it and the others might have done part of your work for you. The thing is the bigger among them
Is going to be a problem.
well, with a 25, yeah, the bigger is going to be a problem. You figure that they will have survived. And of all the different types of vampires that exist, the one that you can think of has got to be a catacan. Nope, it's not a catacan. What am I saying? Sorry, I had to look at my notes. The bigger of the of all of them is the Garkin.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Simon.
Well, unlike the catacan, the Garkin launches itself through the air. Doesn't so much as fly.
It's like the one that attaches itself to things and like drops down on you. Yeah.
It leaps and and jumps, and yes, it tends to drop down like a bat. It's a giant bat with no wings, but in this case, yeah, would make sense that the plumards look like miniature versions of it.
Right.
They normally hunt in packs. This one would be solitary, or maybe adopted the plumard as his packs. And you...
Plumard's multiple, yeah?
Plumard's multiple, yeah.
Okay.
You know that the moon dust bomb is a good way to... Because the Garkins are psychic. The moon dust disables their psychic attacks. It's one of your best... That and, like, vampire oil, of course.
Right.
The Garkin is also susceptible to Dimeridium, but then so is, like, 3/4 of your group.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to be carrying that around.
Yeah. Another way for the plumards, fire is very... Fire and... Well, for both of them, sunlight, of course, but fire is especially useful against the plumards. As they are, you know... They're so small and weak that if you can, you know, set a flock on fire, they'll drop down in a few seconds, right? Anyway, yeah, I can scout just something. I don't know how much these things go for. I don't even know what it is. That's out there,
Well,
but I'm
I'll
sure
take a
we
look
can...
for you. Not tonight. But,
Why? No. Tonight, we're celebrating, and then, you know...
Yeah, I'm a little, you know, wouldn't be the best at my job tonight, I think.
You looked like you walked through fire.
Do I? I kind of always look like that, I'm going to be real.
It didn't look like that 2 days ago.
You're right, I didn't. I'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Trust me.
Why, you're a witcher, I trust you. You can kill monsters, so what? How hard could it have been to, you know, stand up to those hood ones? And he looks at, you know, the head of one of them on a pike that's now on display by the fire.
Yeah, so super easy. Absolutely. Piece of cake.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if worst comes to worst, we would have had you to rely on, you know, by here.
Oh, yeah. I could have handled it for sure. It's no big deal. You know, I'm just going to go back to my group now. But you get together the payment, all right? And then I'll go tomorrow and check out those flying babies.
Why?
Yeah.
Well, thanks in advance. He looks at you. Go. Shanral will take up your seat, Asa, now that it's empty. And again, because, you know, small bar, small inn, she'll take the Kilij, push it over to Gulshan. I cleaned the blade. Didn't want to give you back something that was covered in guts.
Thank you.
It's a fine weapon. I've never seen one like that before.
I stole it.
You
well,
stole
technically,
it?
I repossessed it.
Huh. Well, it's a fine weapon nonetheless.
It's appreciated. It's from my homeland.
I don't suppose that there's a Zerrikanian blacksmith somewhere in Ban Masid who can make some for the rest of us.
Afraid not. And you'd need meteorite.
And I need you to what?
Meteorite.
Oh, what's
Star metal. Yeah.
Well, that's probably why it felt so balanced.
It is. They'll need you, you know?
Oh, I'm not leaving.
I'm just saying that you might want to keep the outfit.
She looks at the breastplate, goes, you know, back in the commando, we had to turn a noble into a porcupine to afford an armor like that. Normally taken straight off his back. This is expensive. Are you sure you want to dispense of it?
You turned a noble into a porcupine?
Emic leans over and goes, stick him with what, half a dozen arrows? First one would have killed him anyway. It's just more fun to see the faces on the Dwan's faces when you've turned their leader into porcupine.
The original owner left it behind. I could imagine that, though my Hansa and I could make use of it, but I feel like you might need it more than us. Plus, we have Joanna. You think that breastplate's fine? You should see her at work.
Vilkarn goes, saw her make a bunch of hatchets in a haste. That was some sight to see.
I have one right here. And I pull out the throwing axe from before.
Yeah,
Quite well balanced.
for something made out of a wee forge at the back of an inn in an hour's time. I mean, don't go telling the folks back home I said this, but she could rival quite a few of the apprentices in Mahakam.
We should take her there. I think she'd like it.
Scold. And, don't want to be mean, but how's your dwarven?
Mine? Shit.
Hers.
Probably better.
Why? You can probably stick to the touristy spots with the places for visitors. Speaking elder speech.
She's a quick learner.
Sure she is. Well, what's next for you then?
For me? Ugh. Home. I have a hut to fix.
Yeah, I forgot about that. The window.
The window. And after that, who knows? Actually, there is the watchtower nearby on the road between Ban Masid and Vergen.
That elven ruin.
Yes, there's a. I pull out like a the same map from the the same map from the old area,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I draw a line that follows the path of the statue's pointing. Remember that statue from before?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There's something along that line, north of it. See?
That goes to some place up north.
Yeah, I figured.
You cross the Shadowwood, you go to Whitware, and then you're lost in the mountains north of Covier, or almost the edge of Kedwin.
I think it won't be that far.
And you say a statue pointed you there?
A statue pointed me there, yeah. One of elven make.
So you get your clues to where to go in life by just looking at old elder folk art lying about. Probably got
No,
turned and twisted by the very Dwan who broke it.
no, I get How did you know it was broken? I didn't say that.
Well, I've been living in the area for like nigh on 50 years. I've seen the tower in the woods. I've seen the statue. It's a statue of a woman pointing. I think she's missing a head or missing half of her body.
Human perception?
Yeah, sure.
17?
What do you want to know?
What does this guy know?
He's basically telling you what he knows of the statue. He probably saw it like a while back. Details are a bit fuzzy. Not exactly what the statue was. But
Has he
yeah, no,
touched it before?
Huh?
Do you think he's touched it before?
Ooh, from a 17, you're fairly certain if he touched it, he never felt anything that y'all felt. Because otherwise his behavior might, like, there would have been like micro tells that you could probably have picked up on, but no, to him it's a broken statue.
One must do something with that time. So why not follow a pointing woman in the forest?
Well, I've always said, if you don't have anything better to do, might as well follow what your woman says.
That does sound like you. I've known you for about a second, and yet it sounds like you.
Oh, I'm single.
I can tell. There are a few women folk around here.
Yeah, none. None of
There
my
are-
taste.
And what is your taste?
Big, hairy, dwarven women.
Have you tried going to Mahakam?
Boy. I mean, I've spent a few decades there, but as weird as it sounds, I like the open sky, and I can't stand the smell of the forges.
Well, with any luck, you'll find the hairy dwarf of your dreams someday soon.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna build a house here. I'm gonna own property. That's worth something.
On cursed land, don't forget that.
Cursed just for the hooded ones. It points to the beheaded head on the pike. It's not cursed for the good folks. It's blessed. That's what it is.
It's protected. And tell that to a few good folks out of town. You might find some others coming to find refuge here.
Do it, jumps in and goes, that was Lady Saskia's dream. For Virgin to become a beacon. kind of a crummy beacon right now, but everything can be rebuilt. Let's just hope that the Emperor won't
Send
think
some
that.
witchers your way.
I think witchers we can handle. Or like we wouldn't want a repeat of the raising that happened a few years ago.
Well, that would just give the Saskia more bodies to lift up from the ground.
True. But I would rather not be one of those bodies that is risen from the ground. Look, as soon as we get the town up and running, we're gonna start sending our taxes to our tributes to Hag. And the Emperor's collector can just come, pick our crowns, and leave us the fuck alone.
It's the only thing you cannot escape in life. Taxes.
Aye. And they cheer. And they have fun. Long into the night. While a solitary wreath is going around the town. From deceased cultist to deceased cultist.
If they aren't deceased, I think Wreath alleviates them of their lives as well.
There's like a couple that you find whose, legs were shattered. Like one of them, the leg was sectioned at the knee, bleeding out, asking for help. Another one you swore was dead. They were hit with the full force of a claw trap. And they looked dead, if not for a sudden eye movement they made when you passed by. They died without a sound. Not that they could make much of a sound anyway in their state, but still.
As Wreath kills them, it's less in a violent sort of way and almost in a like they kneel beside the person who's like begging for help. And they have this look on their face that's just like open and calm, and they rest a hand on his shoulder as they say, "Help indeed." And then they say, "Enjoy the next life," as they end him. So it's that kind of like approach to it versus a sort of I'm gonna be killing you guys, but it's definitely killing people.
Do you basically, when you stop at one of the deceased, do you not gonna say how naked do you leave them behind? Like, are you taking the armor and the clothing and everything, or like what's Wreath doing when they stop at one of said points where?
On the way up to the castle, it's primarily going for small things in the pockets, coins, that sort of thing. And then on their way back, it will be cherry picking the shiniest looking weapons. If there's anything among there that they think would be particularly useful to Gulshan, Joanna, or Asa, they will definitely grab that as their. But yeah, and they do plan on going through the castle as well.
Okay. From the dead, going to the castle, you pick up 40 crowns, a total of 40 crowns.
Nice.
It's in mixed currency. We're not going to bother with that exactly at the moment, but it's either in Nilfgaardian Florin or in Novigrad, well, which is now Redanian crowns. The currency of the north, basically. but nothing else. They don't have
Oh.
other region, because to full disclosure, yes, the Empire exists. The Northern Empire exists for like a handful of years by now. The coins that used to be in circulation, the Temerian Orin, the Redanian Crown, the Ducats, the Bicent, the Lintar, they're still in circulation because, I mean, we're not in a modern world, right? Phasing out coins and stamping new ones is a rather time-consuming business. That said, people in this area, they would normally carry 2 to 3 different type of currencies, not Nilfgaardian florins.
Interesting.
So the fact
they're
that-
getting paid by Nilfgaard in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, like they got Nilfgaard money at some point. Who knows? Why? But
Okay.
that's a thing. I'm just saying.
Could be unrelated. Could be unrelated.
Could be absolutely unrelated. They could have waylaid a Nilfgaardian merchant.
Sure. We all do it.
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Especially this close to Nilfgaard, you know.
And the merchants are just on the road begging to be waylaid. It's, it's shocking, really,
yeah,
that they
you're-
don't get more
You're
waylaid.
only 1,000 miles away from Nilfgaard, so
That's right. That's right. Just 1,000, just an easy breezy couple of year walk. It's fine.
that said, as you are picking their pockets and looking at the coins and moving from one area where y'all move the traps to another, can you make an awareness roll for me, please? With
Not
a
practice
minus
paranoia.
Oh, I forgot. No, practice paranoia with no minuses, because criminal.
Isn't it nice to be a criminal?
You need to beat a 60. Okay, sure. Not only is there danger, there's someone about to shoot you.
Oh.
And you know
that's-
where. It's from the shadows in like one of the corners farther down. Maybe someone who saw their friends die in a trap, hid or something, and never left town. Because you succeeded, you do not take any penalties to your dodge roll.
That's good.
And so I will roll his attack roll. Where is my thing? Okay, plus 10. You have to beat a 19. You can dodge, you can use athletics to reposition if you want to really duck out of the way. Up to you.
Not stealth, though. Or can I use stealth to essentially disappear? No. Okay. Has to be
No,
a dodge.
that's why the practice paranoia. They saw you.
Okay. Okay. We're gonna do we're gonna do a dodge.
Cool.
With the 24. Yeah.
You move out of the way. The bolt loses itself in the shadows. You are within... I mean, I would say from where you are, 15 yards away from them. With
Remind
a
me, what's
speed of
the...
so with a speed of 7, you could get up in their face, but that would be the end of your turn, basically. With a slower speed, then it's, so you're basically, imagine you are like 15 squares away from this person. And you can, in a turn, you can move a number of squares equal to your speed and then do something else, which could be like moving again if you wanted.
Okay.
If you're very, very quick, you could probably move and then shoot one of your knives. What's the range for those knives?
It looks like I have a range of 4. Let me check the stiletto.
Because it's often
I didn't
throwing knife
put
might be
range
body.
on
It's body times something. Let me just check.
Oh, okay.
Because it's not just 4. 4, you would have to be very, very weak. It's body times 4. So
Body times 4. Oh, so I've got a range of 40. So I could throw. Could I actually? This is the question. Could Wreath throw a knife at him, and then try and stealth and disappear, basically?
absolutely, that would be feasible.
Okay, let's do that. That's what I want to do.
All right. So body times 4. What's your body?
Body is oh shoot, no. Hang on. Sorry. I was looking at my dex when I said that earlier. My body is 6, so I've actually got a range of
24, but I said they
24.
are 15, so they're a
15,
little
right?
bit more than halfway. So I believe on that attack you half the listed range, 25. No, it's more. So you would have a -4 on that attack.
I have a -4. Okay. Knowing that, then I think Wreath would actually just try and disappear first
Okay.
before getting that attack off.
Make your stealth roll.
23.
You disappear into the shadows,
Excellent.
and then you wait. And you wait.
They would. I don't know if I need. I'm happy to roll whatever I need to, but they would disappear in the shadows, and they'd be trying to get closer with this disappearance.
Okay, to creep up.
Yeah. They're trying to basically get around behind this person and kill him.
23. Let me roll awareness. You disappear and you begin making your way slowly towards them. You hear the cranking of a crossbow as another bolt is loaded into it. This person doesn't breathe, or they control their breathing to the point where you have trouble hearing it.
Wow.
In fact, you don't hear it. But you just see the glinting of the bolt, the moonlight. You see where they are. You begin to move around. They'll have one more chance of finding you. And then if they don't, it's your turn and you are behind them. You are
Excellent.
behind them.
Good news, everyone. Wreath will try and hit them with their knives. Actually, I have a question for you. So, like, they could throw the knives, right? Or I do have the stiletto. Could they come up behind this person and just try and stab them under their armor?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because you are hidden, of course, you get that +5.
Nice.
The stiletto is small blades. It also has a +2. So if you click on it, if you go under your gear and inventory, and you click on
Teeth? Tirth, sorry.
Tirth, yeah, the weapon accuracy is already there. So if you click on like the 6th button, it should take things into account. And then you can do a strong or a fast strike, your choice, and it should take the accuracy into account, but you'll have to add the +5 manually.
Oh, okay. Let's see. No extra action. And +5. 23?
23. They will try to dodge.
That's fair.
Whoa. They have a 24.
Oh, I'm going to throw some luck into that business.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's put, do I need,
You need
1
to-
luck or 2 lucks?
It's the defender wins, so you need to have 2 luck.
Okay. Excellent. Let's throw 2 luck into this.
You throw 2 luck. You manage to barely hit them. Roll the location. Straight to the, over the shoulder, straight into the heart. Or under, like, they're not wearing any armor, so you don't have to find a chink anywhere. And that is 5 damage. You stab, and the other person just chuckles. And they flip back around. And you notice
What?
they are missing a chunk of their neck. There's just dried blood that dripped over their shirt. Their eyes are milky white. Now that you're close to the shape, you can see that it's not completely dressed in black. It seems more like a muted gray. You recognize the face, though. It's the man whose throat you slit a couple of days ago at the watchtower.
And he is alive? Well, alive?
And he says something to you, but no sound comes out. I will fucking gut.
Wreath, I think after the so like to account for the fact that I threw some luck into this, I think they were going for his artery, right? They were going to just have a nice clean, and they missed and instead ended up stab into the top. And so then he turns around like they've got their knife in their hand, and after there's that moment of just like, then they just start grinning as if this is like the best thing that ever happened to them. And do I have any extra movement to try and hide again?
You're right next to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you could, but you would be taking an extra action, so you would need to spend 2 stamina and also would have a -3 on that roll.
Okay. I'm going to do it. I also just remembered it's night. And so in addition to the +2 of stealth I had before, I also have +2 for it being night in my rose clothes.
You're close. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I need to remove. So it's really still just a +2 right now on my stealth.
You would get a +4 from your clothes and the casing the joints, so that would become a +1.
Oh, it's a +1. Okay.
Yeah, because it's -3.
Okay, they're gonna try and disappear. See what we have with the 20.
You immediately duck into a corner, hide. And that's when you see him just walk slowly, turn the corner. He's looking at you. He says, "I'm not alone." And you hear shuffling behind you. So when you turn, you see the ghostly apparition of a man who's been torn to shred by shrapnel, and another whose leg was bisected by a bear trap. And 3 ghosts begin to wail on.
Are they physical, or are these wreaths ghosts?
They're people you murdered.
Oh man.
And so I would need Wreath to make a courage roll. DC 20.
Yeah, that's fair. Where is courage on here?
Under will. Bottom
Thank
of your
you.
sheet.
Oh, hey, good news. I have some courage. Not enough, though. Not enough.
When you come to, Wreath, as you try as best as you can to protect yourself, as your brain doesn't parse the fact that they cannot hurt you, or maybe just it's never happened that one of your ghosts decided to attack you. Are you going to take a chance? I don't think so.
Absolutely not. No.
You curl up in a ball, protect your vitals, and the next moment you come to, it's daytime, and the birds are singing. And back at the cauldron, at the crack of dawn, Wreath still hasn't shown up. Wreath is known to go off on walks and stuff for a long period of time.
I haven't seen Wreath. Oh. Also, anyone see a pitcher of water? Oh.
They didn't come back last night.
You think they're off doing wreath things, or?
Is this normal for them?
Yes.
I mean, wreath
Yes,
wandered
it's completely normal. It's fine. We should get ready for the journey back. You should start packing, both of you.
There was a second
Right.
of hesitation there. Was that? Are we? I mean, can I roll human perception on that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I am not good at lying. 4.
Are you sure?
Who knows why
Okay,
there
that seems
was a-
normal. That's fine. If he says it's normal, then it's normal. Okay, well, who am I to question?
You should get the horses ready and see if the locals will help you out with anything you might need for your project, Joanna.
Right, they did. Well, last night I was approached as well, and they said that they had some sort of it sounded like a vampire problem. So I'm gonna stick around and see to that. Shouldn't take too long. Maybe get us a bit of spending money for the road.
They did want my
Vampire
help
problem.
patching up the town.
Then good. Help out while you can. I
I'm
will-
gonna stay if you leave.
What? No. I'll just corral Wreath into coming home. So in the meantime, feel free to do what you need to do.
Wait, home to your hut or home base here?
Okay, back here. Let's decide upon leaving. We'll leave tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Does that seem
Okay.
fair?
Yeah,
You
sure.
can help out till then.
Exactly. And see if you can manage to wrangle a cart or a carriage or something. Just
If
so
I
the
can't
journey
find
back
one, I'll
is-
see if I can make one, maybe.
Actually, I had a question for both of you.
Hmm.
Do you remember the statue and the direction it was pointing?
Right. Didn't have money under it. I was really disappointed.
More than that, yeah, we remember the direction it was pointing.
It's halfway between Vergen and here. I didn't want to mention it on the way here because we were rushing for the full moon, but given the visions that we had, it might be prudent for us to go back and see where exactly it was pointing and to what.
You mean just walk in that direction?
We have horses, Joanna.
You know what I mean. Like, what is in that direction? Is there
Be
a
a path in
town?
that
Is there-
direction.
Well, past the watchtower is the river and then the road to Glen. But if you go farther than that, it'd be Sherwood. I don't think we'll need to go that far, though.
I mean,
Something
I can't
to
say
think
I'm not
about.
Curious.
If you are, maybe work on getting us some rations.
I'll see what I can do. They have to pay me somehow, right? Materials or food? Wouldn't hurt to
Yes.
ask around. Maybe booze.
I wouldn't argue about some booze on the road.
Well, if you defeat those vampires, you might have. Do you need any assistance, by the way?
Right. I can come with you. Or do you need anything else silvered?
Well, if you could make me some, so I don't have the formula for black blood. Can I still tell her how to make it and have her make it at a heightened difficulty, or do I need to get the formula somewhere?
You can give her the secrets of the Witchers.
Tell me
Excellent.
your secrets, Witcher.
But yeah, no, having the formula just gives a bonus in the game. You do not need a formula to be able to make them. It's just the formulas that you started with. I mean, yay, you've got a +2 to craft them.
I did give her the formula to swallow, though, so she could make that for me with the
With a +2.
bonuses. Yeah.
And could even then memorize it.
Oh, I should write down that formula. Didn't know I had a formula for that.
I had Swallow and Cat. I'm pretty sure you've made both for me before.
Okay, both are locked in my mind now.
Well, I mean, you can. I don't know for alchemy, what your rating is, because it's the other extensive catalog. It's like not the basic one.
I'm maxed out
mental
the mental pharmacy.
Oh, okay, cool.
I want a double dose.
Yeah, you don't have a maximum. You just have it's just the DC is
I-
going to
I
increase
hit
every
5.
time.
I hit 5.
Yeah, no, but what I mean is like with not extensive catalog, but the other one. If you look at mental pharmacy, so basically, you can have as many as you want in your head, but for every 10 formula, the DC now increases by 1 permanently. So you just have to keep a list somewhere on your sheet of like, this is how many formulas I've memorized for alchemy. This is how many formulas I've memorized for.
Sure.
But of course, in order to memorize,
Huh? Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, in
ask
order
if they
to
were novice or
memorize a
journeyman.
recipe. Whoop. You go.
I can check.
In order to memorize a recipe, you have to have the physical recipe, not just someone telling you how to make them. You have
So
to
I
have
don't
the
have
item
them
that gives a
memorized.
+2.
Gotcha. So what I'm hearing then is I don't actually have these memorized.
Well, if Asa started with some...
I started with Cat and Swallow. The formulas for Cat and Swallow.
Oh, you actually had the formulas. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were just telling me how to do it.
No.
No, so in that case, you would have to roll mental pharmacy to see if you memorize.
Don't I just get a few automatically until I hit a limit?
There's no limit.
I'm
Oh no, there's a
keying
limit to
into-
the amount of. No, sorry, that's not in the skill. That's in the general crafting stuff. My bad. Memorizing stuff.
Assuming you get them at our level, I'm assuming they're novice.
I'm
right?
not seeing a classification. I'm seeing a DC for crafting for the different Witcher formulae, but not any sort of level. Swallow is a DC 16. Cat is a DC 16.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Black Blood is very difficult to make, unfortunately.
I've also written
sage advice.
I've also written down a couple ones myself for the hallucinogen, the special broth, and quickfire, if you want them.
Ooh. I will take as many as I can get. If we're doing comparable alchemy DCs, then technically they would be journeyman level. Most journeyman
Okay.
formulae are 16 or 15.
I will say my hallucinogen and my quickfire are because I got them via reverse engineer.
Ooh. Are they journeyman as well then?
No, they take a little bit more. They're a bit higher DC. So the hallucinogen should be 12, but for me, my version is 15, and the quickfire should be 16, but mine is 19.
Gonna catch all these like Pokemon. All right, hallucinogen and quickfire logged as novice level.
I'll
yes,
send them
I'm
to you
will-
in our chat. Hold on.
I'm willing to craft what you're requesting.
Black Blood has a DC of 20.
That would be around master formulae level,
Yeah.
which I can still handle probably. Well, I blew all my luck earlier, so it might not come out great, unfortunately.
You know what? I don't think I need it. I would love the Swallow, though, because I am still not doing great for health.
And just a reminder, if I fail a Witcher formulae, I get poisoned, right?
No, it's
No, you
if
fail an
you
endurance check.
drink it. If you fail, it follows the same rules as failing to craft something.
Gotcha.
Joanna, I can't believe you failed to mix two things together. Now you're poisoned.
It's more complicated than it looks, Gulshan. I don't tell you how to cast spells. Get off my back. I will attempt to craft swallow then, unless you want me to wait a little longer or something.
Well, I will, because this is going to take some time to craft potions and stuff. So I will focus back on Wreath for a moment.
For the record, Gulshan's gonna go look for Wreath. That's what I was planning on doing.
Which is why I'm going to
gotcha.
switch to Wreath and then have Gulshan arrive. Like I said, crack of dawn.
Wreath is gonna quietly like stand up and brush themselves off and kind of just like run fingers through their hair, and then they're gonna like check their body, like how injured are they at all, like how much of this was in their mind versus how much of this ended up in reality. Like, did they actually stab somebody solid last night? That's kind of what's going through their head.
Your knife. Well, your knife isn't clean. You did stab several somebodies last night. But the blood on it is drier than it would be if you had stabbed someone while trying to defend yourself from this trio of ghosts that assailed you.
They'll carefully clean off Tirth. And are they injured at all? Do they have from where they were kicked or hit or stabbed or any of that last
You
night?
remember the places you were kicked. You remember the places you were stabbed and slashed and hit. And you have nothing. Perhaps a little bit of phantom pain, but that's just your mind playing tricks on you. In the light of day, you are as fine as you were last night. So I don't remember if you had lost HP at all, but in fact, if you...
only stamina, I think, because
Oh,
they
okay.
did the, yeah.
Then nothing else.
Wreath will like look around to see if there are any of the bodies or anything like that around. No, there's nothing. Then they're gonna
Well, I mean, you are not near where you left the shrapnel person or the one-legged person dead.
oh.
You know, you met them on the way, right? And as you picked the pockets of the dead one by one.
Mhm.
So this new person that you saw. Oh, but no. Let me rephrase that. You are by the one who lost a leg to a bear trap. They're about
okay.
15 yards away, where you were when you saw the person with the crossbow, or the ghost.
Wreath will like the castle would have like water or something like that.
Oh,
up
definitely.
there. Yeah. So they're gonna head toward the castle. They're looking for water, but now they're also very like watching everything and trying desperately to determine the difference between human and ghost along the way.
It's perhaps that your curse knows it, or fate wanted to ease up on you a little. But you do not see anyone on your way to the castle. When you search the castle for water, I'm going to give you two choices.
Okay.
There are there's a minimal amount of running water in this place. There are pipes that lead to the kitchen. There's like a tub in the kitchen that you can fill containers of water with. But there's also an actual bathroom with a bath that is twice the size of Gulshan's bed. It would need to be filled by hand.
Mm-hmm.
A bit of work, but feasible. Depends on how quick you want your water and how cold you want it.
I think Wreath would set about making a bath for themselves. Yeah. I think they would like get their full of actual water to drink. They'd like wash their face and then have that like, and then they'd like start heating the water to carry it back to the tub. And and start kind of just peeling off like their armor as they're doing that. Their weapons are the last thing to come off, though. That like
Wise.
clothes come off before the weapons come off, and even when the weapons come off, they still have Tirth by one hand and Mercy by the other as they're in the when they climb into the tub.
Quick aside, Gulshan, on the way there, can you give me awareness? I need a DC 12. You find the body of a person filled with shrapnel whose throat was slit. The same way that you have seen, the same type of wound, the same cut that you've seen Wreath make. They definitely were here. As you keep moving forward deeper into town, you find another person. This one, leg caught in a bear trap. Same kind of killing blow. By that point, you've covered like 2/3 of town. There's not a whole lot of places that Wreath could be. Perhaps it's just fate. Perhaps it's the camera panning to the castle. But there's about just one more place where Wreath could find a truckload of shinies. Or a wagon load of shinies.
Absolute fool. And he walks quietly towards the castle. The foreboding, kind of terrifying castle that a bunch of people just died in. Great idea, yeah.
Wreath, you finish filling the bath up. At the same time, take, a bucket full of hot coals and just throw them in to warm the water up. Steam covers part of the room. Can Gulshan give me stealth, and can Wreath give me awareness?
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, I fumbled that one.
Ooh.
Oh.
You do not hear the mage approach as you relax. Perhaps because you need to relax after what happened. But Gulshan, the moment you step into the castle, you can see the steam coming out from one end of a corridor, and the closer you get, the warmer the air is, until eventually, through steam, you see the shape of an elf of Wreath in a bathtub.
I think Wreath would feel a dagger at their throat before they saw anything.
Oh, that's Wreath would go to cut the artery of the arm that's holding the dagger. Because they've got Mercy and they've got Tirth in both of their hands, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So they're just trying to A, get it away, B, slice the person open. Oh no.
It's quick. Because you are ambushed, and I figure, Gulshan, you're not trying to kill Wreath, right?
I don't think he
No,
is.
but I'm prepared for like.
Yeah, so you can get that +5 ambush bonus on your dodge instead, and Wreath can make their attack roll with either Teeth or Mercy.
Excellent. Do. And then it would be a fast strike.
Fast strike
on
if you
this.
want a normal attack.
Yeah. Arm, limb. And then no bonuses on this, right?
No bonuses on this one.
Second attack location? I did fast strike.
Fast strike, it makes 2 attacks, or you can just click OK for the next one. We just won't count it.
Oh, okay.
So it's a 20 against the 34. Would have been hilarious if the opposite had been true.
That would have been very bad.
Yeah, Wreath, the moment you try to grab the hand and stab, the person dodges out.
I think Wreath will immediately spin their legs and body over the edge of the tub, and they're gonna try and disappear now.
Don't be foolish. I could have killed you. What are you doing alone here?
You didn't.
Oh, because that's such a big win. It's only because I wasn't trying to.
Well, congratulations. Wreath just stands up completely naked, dripping, and is like, I wanted a bath.
You could have a bath at the cauldron. Why are you here? You didn't come back last night.
No, I got distracted.
I can tell. You didn't even hear me walk up to you, and I wasn't exactly quiet about it. What is it?
Three of the dead ambushed me last night.
That's new.
I couldn't stop them, and I couldn't hide from them.
They cannot hurt you.
That wasn't true last night.
They cannot hurt you. Show me.
Wreath looks down at their body, and they're like, there's nothing there this morning. But I assure you, Gulshan, there's no lie on my lips. I was beaten until I passed out last night.
It's an affliction of the mind, Wreath.
Doesn't make it any less real.
I do not say it's not, but they cannot hurt you.
Where are you in learning how to fix this?
Closer now.
How?
They cannot hurt you, Wreath.
Stop saying that.
So who
Or it is
did?
no longer a truth that I believe, Gulshan. Tonight, last night, that was
Wreath.
terribly real, Gulshan. So what is the next step they take?
Guilt always feels real. Because it is.
I am not guilty.
You feel it. You must. They could not hurt you, Wreath. So who did?
If I had the answer to that, Gulshan, they would not be able to hurt anyone ever again.
I do. It's you.
No.
Your mind turned on itself. This curse you are afflicted with, it preys on your own guilt.
I come to you for answers in ending the curse, not telling me how my mind works.
It is a closer step. We're not closer than we've ever been. All this time, I had seriously thought that you did not care about those you killed.
I do not.
That is a lie. Who was the first?
How will that knowledge help you? And this?
Because once you come to terms with what you did, the curse might lift. Or at the very least, we'll have a better idea of how to do it.
I do not know his name.
But do you know how you killed him?
Wreath starts like putting their clothes back on and like putting the weapons first, obviously. There's something I want to double check real fast. Here we go.
While you do that, do you mind if I roll something? Can I roll magical training to see if I'm kind of on the money here?
I was muted. Sure. Actually, yeah, magical training.
37.
Okay, I need to be careful. give me your theory again.
Okay, so the theory I've told Wreath so far is that part of the curse is fueled by their own guilt, and coming to terms with what they've done will help them in lifting the curse off. But hearing Wreath say, I don't know their name, makes me think that learning their name, learning who they killed, rather than it being a faceless person, might be part of the ticket there.
Okay, with a 37, I will give you something that will hurt, but that is important.
I'm wrong. It's fine.
On all counts.
Okay.
But that's important. Because it's not that you are mistaken, is that this is clearly not the right direction.
You know what the shitty part is?
Hmm?
I'm not going to tell Wreath that.
Cool. I mean, if you want to therapize Wreath out of the curse, maybe it's feasible. Maybe it's a way to break it. That I'm not saying.
At the very least, I think Gulshan now believes that Wreath is afflicted by their own guilt. And if I cannot get rid of their curse, at the very least I can help them with that.
Mm-hmm.
Wreath, as they're, putting all their clothes back on, they will say, Leader and I were acquiring some gems. He'd heard about them, and the plan was foolproof. No one was to be in the house that evening. No one the wiser. Only that wasn't quite true. There was a boy, Ace's age, perhaps. He looked surprised, but his dagger swung true. Sliced all the way along Leader's arm. In fact, he held that scar to the end of his days. And I sliced all the way through his neck. I do not know his name.
Do you regret what you did?
Why? Everyone deserves to die.
Did a boy really deserve to die for being afraid?
Everyone deserves to die for some reason or another. Who am I to say what the reason is?
But that isn't the reason why you killed him.
I killed him to ensure that Leader did not die that day.
You could have
That
found
is
other
very
ways.
different. In retrospect, it seems there are always 1,000 different choices we could take.
That'll do for now. We should get going. The others are wondering where you are.
Arrogant bastard.
I'm not arrogant. I'm thinking.
Well, here's for hoping all of that thinking identifies how to stop the ghosts who have strangely been silent this morning. For I do not wish to meet them in another dark alley.
I could give you 2 pieces of advice, but you won't like either.
Speak them.
You should avoid killing people while you can, lest more follow in your train. And the other is next time they attack, you need to remember that they cannot hurt you. They cannot. So they will not. There's one thing I'm sure of, and that is your fear is what led you to get hurt last night.
Wreath will reach down into the tub and pull the drain. Yeah. They'll stand back up and shake their hand and look over at Gulshan and say, Joanna mentioned that you have a daughter.
You know, I've always thought of Joanna as my daughter.
I assumed, but wasn't sure.
You
can
can human
have your-
perception of that if you want.
Absolutely. Wreath doesn't have a whole lot of human perception, though, so I don't know where this is going to go. Oh. I
He
feel
does
really
think
good
of-
about that.
He does think of Joanna as a daughter. He
Yeah.
does. But that's not who he was talking about.
Mm-hmm. I think with this knowledge, like Wreath takes a step closer until they're like very close to like looking Gulshan directly in the eyes. And they say, lies catch us all in the end. You do not have to lie to me. Retain your secrets as you will.
She's not mine anymore.
I am
She doesn't
sorry.
matter. What?
I am sorry to hear that.
Oh, she must yet live. She is simply not mine.
It is hard to lose family. Heartbreaking, truly.
She was never mine, Wreath.
Whoever really is.
We should go. The others are getting worried, and I don't know how Joanna does it.
Does what?
Makes it look so easy. Come on,
Wreath will head out.
And next time, just don't take baths in creepy castles all alone. Who does that?
You will not tell me where I can and may not take a bath. I shall take a bath wherever I feel seems appropriate at the time.
And this seems appropriate to you. And as they walk along,
And Wreath just like jibes right back the whole way. Like, you know it is I. Appropriate is a matter of what I deem appropriate at the time. I do not bow to common courtesy or random culture.
you talking yourself into tongue twisters does not change that this is a strange place to stop, get naked, and go swimming.
There is no one here. You have terrified them off with your most excellent ruse. Who am I to say it is not?
Also, now it's an excellent ruse. I thought it was foolish. We should have just killed them all.
It was a foolish ruse until it worked. Congratulations. Luck has been upon your side.
I think they just keep on going like that.
Just.
And you reach the cauldron. We will end that scene here as Wreath, I know you've got to go.
I do.
So we will bid you a good night. You want to do there's like 3 minutes. Do you want to do your quick outro?
I absolutely do. Thank you so much. First off, Simon, thank you for all of the curse dropping tonight. That was particularly, I was so excited to have this beautiful puzzle of a moment unfurl, right? Where it's like, oh, there's actually somebody there. No, just kidding. It's these ghosts and it's tied to your curse. Like, just beautiful unveiling of that whole scene in a very cinematic and impactful way. Just chef's kiss, man. And Norden, I particularly appreciated a couple of things about that scene. One being the last scene. One being like Gulshan just lying and being like, "Oh yeah, this is totally like Wreath," which, like, sure, yeah, it is, but also like it's weird. It's both. And then having him like put a knife to Wreath's throat. Like, I want to say that's in the last decade, or not decade, in the last century or so, that's probably happened maybe only a handful of times, and everyone who's done that has died. So I love the fact that like Gulshan and Wreath have this fun back and forth banter that is just so delightful as they unfold the pieces of who they are together. Oh man. And Hannah, oh man, I'm forgetting the like scene in the cauldron, but I remember in the moment being, as I was like sitting over here with my screen off, just being like, oh yeah, that's like gorgeous. That's just beautiful, like unfolding of the character in some really delightful ways. Because it's like, yeah, we're seeing the Witcher in his like world going, oh yeah, I can totally go take care of these like awful things for you. I know exactly what they are, and how much coin are you going to pay me? Like, it was just like it felt so very truly Witcher in the most beautiful way. I was like, it's so nice, it's so lovely. And you'd say there, Joanna feels in a lot of ways like the cloth that holds the team together. And also, even though she doesn't have all of these fighting skills, she consistently shows up and like proves her mettle in different ways. One of them, I know this was from like last week, but like when she was like, "No, I'm not leaving people. I'm not abandoning people," and then seeing her this week be like, "Yeah," and that turns up in this way where I shift and move traps and I take care of like crafting these really cool throwing axes for everybody. It's such a cool take on a beautiful character that's unfolding. I love it. Thank you guys so much. And of course, chat. Mwah. With that,
Thank you. Yep. Thank you for coming. Have a good night.
you too.
And
Bye.
we'll do one more scene here at the inn. We'll see you next week. As Gulshan and Wreath come back to the cauldron, I saw Joanna. Was there anything you wanted to do except fight off the hangover this morning?
Well, we are fighting off the
Brewing
hangovers.
Yes. Got a witcher potion for hangovers?
I do know actually a potion for hangovers, believe it or not. Well, kind of. Actually, Wives' Tears isn't for hangovers, is it? It's for if you're drunk. So no, I don't have anything, sorry.
Damn it. All right. Do you have the ingredients for the formula you want me to work on?
I think we have some of the stuff that we need for Swallow. Where is the list of all the things that we have?
I guess wives' tears could probably also be used to
As a hangover cure?
well, yeah, because it technically like sobers you up immediately, so it doesn't say like, oh, it sobers you up and gives you a hangover. There are other alchemical substances that can do that, but they're a little harder to create. Like the Strider potion could probably do it. Where are my other ones? I don't think the Vitality one works. Let me see. I don't think steroids would do.
We're juicing. We're straight juicing while
yeah,
Gulshan is
Mongoose
away.
and Strider could help, but like they're super expensive potions for what they do.
I think the first thing that would come to his mind would be Wives' Tears.
Yeah.
For reasons. But it says P. That seems like it would be hard to make.
P
Whereas-
means that it is poor. It's that's for the potion
Oh.
itself. The potion is hard to come by.
Yeah.
That's all it means. P is regional thing, or like
Right.
assume that like a P is something that you can find probably in like
I thought the
bigger
P was
cities.
the hardest one to
R
find.
is the greatest.
R is the hardest
rare.
one to find? Okay.
Yeah, rare is like one place. But
Okay,
like
so-
Wives' Tears is the type of thing that you would find in like a big city like Novigrad, like Tretogor.
It's a novice formula, so if
Yeah.
he just describes Wives' Tears to Joanna, can she try to...
Absolutely. You don't
make
need the
some-
recipe to craft.
Okay. I also don't have the copy of the book that lets me just roll over ingredients to see what they are. So
I
this
have
is
them. I have it right here. It's 1 hydrogenum, 2 aether, and 1 vitriol.
Okay, let me see if I have the...
Or on your sheet, or on anywhere the signs are X, V, V, and the smaller than sign.
Could you run those quickly by me again?
Hydrogenum,
I am looking at the
Yep.
wrong...
aether,
We've got
aether,
three-
vitriol.
Yeah. 1 mistletoe, aether to scleroderm, and vitriol. We can toss in one of the calcium equums.
Yep.
This became much more of a thing than I thought it would be. But I guess if we need the ingredients mainly for the formulae for your job is the main thing, right? Cat and
That is-
swallow.
Well, Swallow I need because I'm doing poorly. My health is not good right
Right.
now. But the Wives' Tears is to sober up and negate hangovers.
Right. I can do it. Attempt at black blood as well. For me, even if it's hard, it would be about 50-50.
The thing is that I don't know if we have all the ingredients for black blood.
Mm.
It's a lot.
Black
Gotcha.
blood is a lot harder to create.
Yeah.
Black blood,
Swallow
you
is pretty
require
easy.
3 vitriol. Which,
Calcium
that's
equum.
hilarious because they made a typo in the book, and when you hover over specifically the vitriol for black blood, it requires 3 units of Francesca Fin de Bear.
Well,
Oh,
she is
no,
pretty
sorry, two-
vitriolic, so
2 Francesca and 1 vitriol. There's also, so it's 3 vitriol, 1 rebis, and 1 aether.
We've got that.
Okay, well, let's give it a try then.
3 vitriol, you said?
Yeah, 3 vitriol, 1 rebis, 1 aether.
Mhm. 1 aether. So we're going to use some scleroderm for the ether. We've got celandine for the rebis, and we've got calcium equum for the vitriol. I already removed them, so I'll count.
Thank you.
So this is a half-hour task. DC 20. You actually have.
You have an
the
hour before they
formulae.
come back.
You have the formula, correct?
I don't
Asa?
have the formula. No,
Oh, okay. Then I
no,
won't get
I
a
would have to
bonus
describe
for
it to
that.
you. Sorry.
No worries. All right. I guess we'll start out with the hardest out the gate.
The black blood.
The black blood. No luck to fall back on either. So, I did, Simon. I did use my last 6 IP to bump my alchemy from a 2 to a 3.
Her luck doesn't reset
Oh,
when
actually-
she sleeps.
No, it's new
Ah,
session.
dang it. It's per session.
Yep.
Oh wait, actually, it would only cost me 4 IP to go from a 2 to the 3, right? Because it's 2 plus 2
To
for
go
alchemy,
for
which is a double
4,
skill.
2 to a 3. Yeah, because it's a double skill. So yeah, it's 4.
Okay, I would have 2 IP left then. So, all right, rolling alchemy. No bonuses, no modifiers.
Big
Here we
money.
go.
You
I
get to
need
roll.
20.
That's it.
40.
Holy shit!
Oh!
All right,
What?
all right. Can I get away with double dose?
Double
No.
dose, please.
No. No. I
What?
can't.
On
I
a
can't
40
do that.
GM, come on.
I
double the
cannot do
DC.
that.
Roll
Wait,
for the double
wait.
dose anyway. What do you got to lose?
Right. I could have rolled for a double dose, though, right?
A 40 is incredible. And I will say for this, you can make a salvage roll to regain some of the ingredients, maybe.
All right. This is the
Salvage
best
roll.
black blood I've ever drank.
Is
I'm
that a
so
crafting?
proud of you.
So a salvage roll is normally when you fail, you get to roll to recover. It's alchemy again.
Mhm.
And basically, if you beat the DC, you get to recover one of the substances that you used.
Cool. Can I still attempt to double dose?
Oh, you can still attempt double dose, yes. But with a
Gotcha.
40, just choose one of the ingredients and you've recovered it.
Do you still need a roll for salvage, or are
No.
we treating it
No,
as I
it's
succeeded
part
on
of your
salvage?
40. Like, congratulations.
Gotcha. Thank you. I don't know what's rare in the formulae, honestly.
What do we have the least of?
We have the least of vitriol, so calcium equum. But let me. I'll look and I'll find the one. Okay.
Okay.
You just keep on
I
doing what
trust
you're
you.
doing.
All right.
All right.
Let's see if we can get 2 for 1. Nope. Well, we got the 1.
One's
that's
good
unfair.
enough.
It would have
And-
been almost impossible for you to you had to roll a 10 for double dose.
It's the DC is equal to the crafting DC, right?
Yeah, the crafting DC of black blood is 20.
Is 20.
Yeah. I have a plus
10.
13, I think.
Oh, that's not.
no.
No, because it's a double dose roll. It's not an alchemy roll.
Oh, it doesn't use my calcumate. Oh yeah, that was a 1 in 10. Okay, that was kind of asking a bit much. Do we have enough for the other thing you needed?
Swallow?
Swallow, so you can start going on the mend.
We'll
That's going to take an hour and 15 minutes.
we'll do one of the calcium equums
Really?
because honestly, it's the most expensive.
Sounds good to me.
So that means that Gulshan arrives while you are cooking that recipe, basically. That's all.
Oh wait, why? I don't know why it says
Swallow?
an hour. Oh, sorry,
Swallow
1
only
hour
takes
15 is
30 minutes.
Yeah, 1 hour 15 is the default thing that's sitting there. My bad. I will attempt to complete this before Gulch gets back. Then swallow. Crafting DC 16.
Yep.
And we have all the ingredients for this one.
Sure. Yeah.
Purple.
Probably.
I'm
blue,
pretty
I don't know.
green.
Yeah.
All right.
Hello, Raiders.
Hi, Raiders.
20. Success.
That's
I'm going
a
to attempt
swallow.
to double dose this.
Yep.
With this is a flat double dose. check.
Mm-hmm. Need to beat a 16.
There we go.
Ooh.
You
Two
got,
for
you got to
one.
just swallow.
2 for 1 swallow.
As I'm
Literally
cooking
2
up the
birds with
swallow,
1 potion.
Hey.
As I'm kind of brewing up, and I'm assuming Asa comes back with some more formulae that I need for this tincture, and I'm kind of like adding my custom salves to kind of like create enough to be able to have 2 doses.
Mhm.
I look up at Asa. I'm assuming Asa still has like their full hood on and is very. Asa.
Mhm.
You know, I'm not like Gulshan. I can't really be all discreet and mysterious when I need to be. So I'm just going to flat out ask: is there a reason why you keep your hood up all the time?
Joanna, I'm very ugly.
You know,
I'm sorry, that was supposed to be humor, but it's not funny. Witches aren't known for being very funny. I just don't. I prefer it. I prefer to keep it up. Keep a sense of mystery.
mystery's fun. I like the mystery. But you know, we'd accept you, like whatever you're missing. And she kind of gestures to her missing foot, or if you had something else going on up there.
I'm not missing anything, but I appreciate the gesture. That sure smells good.
Imagine it smells like Ricola. Strawberry syrup. It's like, right. Listen, just, I don't know. You seem. Maybe this is a Witcher thing, so I'm just prying when I shouldn't be prying. But if you ever change your mind, you know.
I'm not trying to keep anything from. It's not anything that would hurt you not to know, Joanna. I can at least tell you that. I promise you. If it was something that would, you know, if it was something that would hurt or endanger any of you, I promise I would tell you. It's not. It's just something that I would prefer. I just prefer to keep my hood up, you know?
I don't doubt that, Asa. I don't. I know you wouldn't do anything purposeful to hurt any of us.
It's not that I have anything against you or think that you would say anything. I know you wouldn't. You're not like that. But you never know what people are like until you get to know them, and it's nothing, okay? It's nothing. It's nothing that keeps me from doing my job. It's nothing that would keep me from helping all of you, from doing your jobs and keeping you safe. It's nothing.
Asa, if you don't want to show or tell, it's fine. I completely understand. I just want you to know.
I just don't know why it's such a big deal is all. I don't know why people keep bringing it up, you know? Is it unusual for witches to want to keep their hoods up? For witches not to be seen by people, to be stared at by people? Is that unusual to not want people to look at you like you're some kind of a freak?
Is someone calling you a freak, Asa?
No, none of you have called me a freak.
Sorry, you were raising your voice. I got concerned.
It's just something you get used to as a witcher, you know? People aren't kind. But it's just part of the job. Part of the job you got to get used to is people aren't going to be kind. You know, they need us more than we need them. And sometimes they don't realize that.
Joanna, if I had not walked in the middle of this conversation with the context you have, would this make more sense?
Yeah, but for the sake of Asa, I think we'll just drop it. Just know, Asa, I'm less concerned about the Witcher, more concerned about the man. So,
you don't have to be concerned about me at all, Joanna. I'm not a fucking charity case.
Well, for the record, if we're being concerned, I am concerned. You look like
Well,
you
I don't care
are-
what you think. I don't care what any mage thinks about me, all right? It's not your problem. It's not your
No,
problem, and it's not
clearly
Joanna's
is.
problem. It clearly is your problem.
Fine, fine, fine. You want to fight? I will fight. You have been burned. You've been seriously injured.
I'm
I've been waiting for you
fine.
to come to me. No, you are not fine. None of us are fine.
I
Look
think
at
there's
Joanna.
there's a creak of wood as Joanna kind of stands up, kind of with a little effort. They place the two poultices of Salve or of Swallow in front of Asa. I hope you feel better. And just kind of a nod, and she'll go inside.
She's right. I shouldn't be yelling. I'm the adult here.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means I am over 100 years old. By that point, I should have learned, no?
I'm not a child.
You're not a child. I'm the one acting like one. In any case, let me help you. What happened? What is ailing you?
I was upset and distracted because of, Joanna nearly got herself blown up with one of those stupid traps, and I was just,
She what?
it was on my mind.
I just said I wouldn't yell. I just said I wouldn't yell. Joanna's foolishness aside, you got yourself into danger? How did you get?
One of my spells it didn't go off right, and I caught myself on fire, and it's no big deal. I'm fine.
That's happened to me before. It stings like something else.
I'm not very good with magic.
Then I can teach you.
I don't think I can learn your type of magic.
All magic is the same. Signs are just they're simpler forms of spells, but they're still spells. You cast them the same way. And in fact, you're probably going to be better at me than it.
I'm not better than you at magic.
Oh, with time. You're lucky, you're young. I have arthritis. Making a sign would hurt my hands. Show me what you do.
Do I have any signs that I can use that would... I mean, I could use Quinn, I guess.
Well, yeah, I would advise against using Igni in the middle of this tiny inn.
I mean,
you
my
can
first
always
thought
go
was
outside.
Yrden,
also,
but like
Oh,
Quinn is just
Yrden
very
is
self-contained.
feasible. I mean, Yrden
Yeah.
would just like make a circle on the ground. So
Mm-hmm. Okay. I will. Okay. Well, maybe we should. He'll grab up the potions.
there's no
and,
need to.
put them in his
there's
satchel.
no need to actually cast anything. Just move your hands like you normally would. Do not put any intention or power behind it.
Is that? I mean,
You're stiff. A little bit. Here, and he takes your hands and kind of molds them a little bit. Should I roll a teaching roll for this?
yeah.
I'm
That'd
no
be
good at
cool.
teaching, but we'll see.
he's very tense about being touched.
Mm-hmm.
Teaching. Because that's interesting. Teaching. I mean, not just in the game. IRL as well. What is your rank in spellcasting, Goldshine?
7.
7 spellcasting, and what is your rank in teaching?
0.
Oh, shit. Okay, so 3. What is your rank in spellcasting, Asa?
6.
You're fine.
Mechanically speaking, there is nothing he can teach you because he's that bad at teaching.
That's fine. You know, it's the thought that, you know, the sentiment that
Yeah.
Asa isn't stuck here forever, that he can be better if he just learns better techniques is
like,
good.
Gulshan is technically farther along than you in spellcasting, I believe. At 7, Gulshan, you don't need all the waving
to
of
say a
the
word.
arms and the huh?
Yeah, I don't need to say a word. I can restrict myself to just simple hand gestures.
That's it. Which is something that, well, I mean, this is what a Witcher sign is normally. But you can do so with normal magic, which, like from a technical standpoint, is a lot more advanced than.
Yeah, which is baby magic.
Yeah. Just saying.
Okay. I think we'll practice together, you and I.
Okay. You're not going to cast anything on me, are you?
No. No, before you cast any magic, you should always... What did they teach you in that school?
Well, Corwin taught me that magic is a tool to be used to our benefit, and that mages can do some very powerful things that witches can't even imagine, but that we could learn a lot from them if given the chance, and they could help make us stronger if given the chance. He said a
How
lot
did
of
they
things.
teach you magic?
Well, just signs mostly, and
No, but how did they teach you?
well, trial and error. I either got it right or I didn't. If I didn't, then I got hurt, and then I had to try again. And if I got it wrong again, I got hurt again. And, eventually I got tired of getting hurt, and then that's when I got it right. That's how you teach somebody. You let them make mistakes and you let them hurt themselves until they get it right.
Make mistakes, yes. Hurt themselves. Not always.
Well, how are you supposed to learn if there's no pain to motivate you?
Frustration can be a motivation. Hope can be a motivation. You don't need pain necessarily.
Pain works.
Pain can work, but it also can put resistance in you.
I've never seen somebody be resistant to pain for very long, to be completely honest. Either
My
you
pain-
learn or you die. That's
My pain holds me back. Pain does that. It stands in the way, especially because if you grow to fear pain, through pain, well, it gets in your head. And then suddenly you have not only your hands to fight with, not only chaos or whatever you want to call it to fight with, not only nature to fight with, but your own self.
I don't agree. I think once you reach a certain threshold of pain, nothing scares you anymore. No
Everyone
matter
here
what you
keeps
do.
stating that they do not fear anything, and it's...
Well, what do you fear, Gulshan?
myself.
It's a very philosophical answer.
No, it isn't. You saw me.
Yeah, I saw what kind of magic you can do. I'm extremely impressed by it. I wish I knew how to do that kind of magic, wield that kind of power. Do you know how powerful witches would be if we could do magic like you? Do
You
you
could
think
do
you
more.
could teach me?
I can work with your signs. I can try and expand them, but I cannot... You're limited by the mutations that were put in you to begin with. There's only so much you can learn because of what they did to you. But what you can, I will help you learn. That is a promise. Just... Be careful grasping for too much power at once. It's tempting, oh so tempting to start using it. Until you no longer recognize yourself.
But what if they put more mutations in? Could you put more mutations in?
Why would you ask me to do that?
You're a mage. You're powerful.
I am a mage, and with enough training and practice I probably could, but... Why would you want to be any different than you already are?
I don't know.
I see you
I
are...
can be better. Why wouldn't I be? If I could be more powerful, why wouldn't I be?
Mutations. Magic. These are not what make us better. You're young. You are young. I know you hate it, but you are, wizard boy. In time, you will understand.
I think I understand more than you know.
I was a
I
lot
don't
like
think
you.
you understand as much as you think.
But I was a lot like you.
Really?
Something to prove. Power to get. Strength to earn. Yes, I was a lot like you.
Somehow I doubt it, but I guess I appreciate.
When we get back, or on our travels, I will figure out what more I can teach you, and I will. I've already promised I will not deny you. But until then, try not to burn yourself.
I didn't mean to burn myself.
We never do, but next time you do, ask for help. It's what I'm here for. Now sit down.
Asking for help is a weakness.
It is until you're dead, because you didn't.
Corwin always said it was a weakness.
I'm sure he said a lot of things. Yeah. He places his hand on your shoulder. I can't see what I'm doing very much, but... And you're gonna start healing.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it hurts. It's not pleasant. It's not a pleasant feeling at all. Flesh is regrowing where it shouldn't, faster than it should. All that burned skin is closing up. How many rounds is that gonna last? 5 rounds. And you're gonna heal 3 points per round, so 15.
What are you doing?
Look in the mirror.
Uh,
I have a mirror. Hold on. And I pull out a mirror.
Those burns are healing up really fast, and it hurts like hell.
It was not much of an earth mage. Witch. I'm not much of an earth witch.
No, I can see that.
But you'll heal up and the pain will fade. After all, you're not afraid of it, are you?
No. Doesn't mean I have to like it.
No, you do not. I don't much like it either.
Did you?
Oh, Asa.
Yeah.
He pulls out a small thing of numbing herbs. Just in case.
Okay. He'll put it in his satchel.
All right. Any more foolishness for me to fix?
No, I think that's everything.
Oh,
My brethren.
oh, you can hear him.
We can, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's because he's telling me he went bathroom, so I need to be proud of him. Right? And it's on that strange interaction that we're going to end tonight's session. How's everyone? Feels like that last part was not as celebratory as dwarves might have wanted. Then the morning after was a little hard, but it was oh so tasty. There's a lot of things coming, friends. You haven't begun to go through everything and such, and I'm not gonna say any more, but I will say though that I have added, I'm missing 2 handouts, but all of the alchemy recipes for everything in the game are gonna be in our handouts from now on Roll20, so you can just look them up right there, and not have like a PDF open on the next page. Friends, we'll do the outros. Tell us who you are, where we can find you, what you've got going on. Share the love for tonight, and then I'll do my spiel at the end, I guess. So start with the person to my right on the overlay again, with Joanna.
Hey, had a lot of fun today. Hi, I'm Yutsai. You can find me on Blue Sky at Yutsai. Had a lot of fun. This is currently the only TTRPG thing I'm doing online currently, but I'm always up for more. Hopefully you'll see me around in other places too. Gotta give so many kudos tonight. I mean, Asa, that ending scene with you coming back hard against Joanna's just trying to like reach out and it's like, let me just pull on this little thread right here. And accidentally unleashing what seems to be a cavalcade of issues and resentment. You struggling with your identity not just as a witcher, but as not just as a man, but also as like a young child or young adult. So it was really interesting to see like how you interpreted and decided to bring out those concerns, not only against Joanna but also Gulshan, and also seeing me as Joanna and Gulshan having 2 very different methods of dealing with that burst. One is which giving you space, the other one challenge you head on. So good to see. Gulshan, I mean, gosh, the second part of the game was so great with your like really deep conversations with Wreath, but I gotta say, just like that descriptive way that you were like conducting the master plan finally coming to fruition, not only seeing those roles play out to see if we actually succeed or not, but knowing that we had taken so many risks, so many challenges, and nearly fucked things up a couple times, and having all that like weight on you is like, okay, it comes down to this. Will it work? And seeing that it did in fact work was just, it was so great to see your plan in action. Wreath is not here, but I mean, looting the bodies while everyone's going to party is like, classic Wreath. But I have to say, just like, yeah, their reaction to their waking nightmare and always like, I always keep forgetting that Wreath is playing not human, but technically an elf. And there's always that like bit of alienness that they really, really channel through the character work that is just so like, that's so weird. It's like, oh, right, Wreath's an elf. This is such a wonderfully strange and sometimes horrifying when they like decide to get a little throat slitty, but you know, that's part of the bag. And of course, Simon, as someone who GMs myself, I understand how many GMs would be disappointed to just kind of take their battle maps and push it into the trash bin for the session, having all this prep ready just in case, and honestly maybe kind of hoping that you can show off some of that work. But you not only like rolling with it, but celebrating our successes and openly just saying like, hey, I put a lot of work into this, probably going to come up later, which, hey, we love to recycle on this side of the coast. So yeah, great work. Amazing session. Had so much fun.
Well, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for the kind words. And up next, Asa.
That's me. I'm Asa. I am Hannah. This is the only TTRPG thing I'm doing right now, but other than that, you can find me at Hanimation Studios on Instagram, Hanimation on Blue Sky, and next week I'm going to be at MegaCon, which is very, very exciting, big event. So I'm going to try to tune in as part of next week's session because you can't keep me away, but you can certainly try. We'll see if the hotel tries. But I had so much fun tonight. Like, not just the plan, like that big crazy plan that Gulshan had that came out of absolute nowhere, wild and crazy, like thing that should never ever have worked with all these moving pieces, and then all of it came together like perfectly, and we made every single roll. Like, how how did that happen? It was so good, and just like, it was so much fun to see it come together with all of the prepping work that we did, and especially Gulshan, all the prepping work that you did to pull this off, this like insane crazy plan that, never in a million years would I have thought that you would come up with something like this, and never in a million more years would I have thought that you could actually manage to pull it off with such like grace and dedication. But you did, and it turned out really good, and it made for a really great story. So like, that was so much fun. And then just like, Joanna, I love that your character is just so like, she has this gentleness to her, but at the same time she's not soft. She chooses to be soft. It's not that she is soft. Like, it was so funny when you're like, yeah, I have a 10 body because like, I am someone who has been through life, and someone who's been hardened by life, and somebody who's what I've chosen to do and what I've chosen to be is my identity. I can make things work, but at the same time, like, you choose to be so gentle to everyone around you. Like, you probably need us a lot less than we need you, all things considered, at this point. And it's just been such a joy to see your character develop into somebody who is like so competent while also being so unassuming at the same time. Like, you roll with every single punch that's thrown your way, and it's just so much fun to interact with your character. And I'm sorry for yelling at you. I know that you love those character moments as much as I do, but I still felt so bad. So, and Gulshan, all of the like very, very intimate character interactions that you had one-on-one with people in this session today were so, like, they were such good character development. Like, it showed Gulshan's passion and how he can be very intense while also being very quiet. You don't have to yell in order to get your intensity and your expertise across to people and show how much you care about people. You can be hard while also being caring at the same time, and you can be someone who doesn't let down walls while at the same time allowing people in a little bit. And it's just a really fascinating like development of your character that I'm really loving to see. And thank you so much for having a moment with Asa, because that was so much fun to have that sort of like the man who's been through everything and the boy who seems to have been through almost nothing at the same time is like a very interesting clash of ideologies. And Simon, of course, thank you so much for tonight's session. It was so much fun. We love wrecking your world. And thank you for giving us all these really cool opportunities to do all these really interesting things that you just let us continue to roll with the punches, and you just go along with it and make a universe that is so much fun to play in and so much fun to continue exploring. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for letting me play and for tonight's session.
I was muted. You're very welcome. Thanks for being here. And lastly, amongst our players, Gulshan.
Hey everyone. Oh, sorry. I'm struggling with my voice. Hi everyone. My name is Noel Kadir. My pronouns are he, him. You can catch me online Werewolf Fields on Blue Sky right now, though I'm not really that active. I'm over here on Sunday and Monday. I will be playing on Practical Thesmophoria's channel. Witcher on Sunday, playing a different witch, mage. My brain is not working now. And on Monday, we're playing Vampire, where I'm a guy inside another guy. That's a fun topic.
Oh,
later.
right. Yeah, she told me. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, rumors are spreading. I had a great time today. It was nice to see the plan come to fruition, but it was also nice to take a step back and watch everyone make lives worse from this. Their lives worse for themselves. I usually do that, so it's nice to just see everyone just kind of get stuck in their own head. What a great time that was for me. I really had a great time seeing Ari's wreath with the ghosts, and specifically Ari is very good at reaction, very good at like meeting you in the moment. So all of that, as it was happening, you could see it in Ari's face, and you could just watch their brain work as Wreath's brain worked, and seeing them respond in character. Oh, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. Kudos to Ari. Kudos to you, Simon, for that scene as well. I have a great time playing opposite Han. Ace is really just that guy needs a lot of love. He needs a lot of love. It's true, but it's the fact that someone knows that you like. It's how protective you are about that part of your appearance. I don't know why yet. I don't know why. I might never know why, but it's clear that certain things that Ace is saying do not jive with how Ace is acting, right? There's certain like little elements here and there where this is how they were raised. This is what they were raised to believe. But this action indicates that maybe they're a bit more sensitive about it than they thought. There's a lot of like interplay there. Ace is a really complex character. Ooh, I love it. Ioana, I really loved everything Ioana did, especially the fact that she's rebounded from this injury faster than I think anyone else has. And I mean from her injury. I think we're more disturbed by it than she is, and it's fascinating because the truth is it's probably covering up something else. I feel like there's some stuff happening in the background, because that's the thing where like right now, Ioana is fronting to just be fine and be okay and be her usual self, but we saw her break, and we know she hasn't processed that. So, and there's a lot of setup here for like character work, which I find really cool and fascinating from all of us, and I really love that. Speaking of character work, Simon, you had the most characters of them all today, but what I really appreciated was just how much you are willing to buy into our bullshit.
I played a guy who peed himself and a guy who shat himself from fear.
And you've never done it better.
Listen, I have read and trained on Stanislavski's method in order to give you the most realistic depiction of a guy shitting himself to death.
I'm more of a Strasbourg fan. Anyway, I think you did a great job, specifically with responding to our plan with, like, you use the mechanics well. I mean, I know that doesn't seem like a compliment to most GMs, but most GMs aren't actually as good as they think they are. We give you an idea. You immediately respond with, here's a bunch of roles that can make it happen. Here's how I can make it happen. You had a backup map. There's a lot of work you put into this, despite the fact that I know for a fact that you are very overworked as it is, and it's really appreciated. And when it comes to actual scene play, you give as good as you get, even if it is pissing yourself in shame.
And fear.
I'm proud of you, friend. And fear.
Thank you.
You're right. That's me.
Well, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for coming tonight. Thank you, chat, for hanging out with us. Once again, we have busted by a lot, but I think it's going to just become sort of a habit around here with this game, kind of like how it was with our Vampire Chronicle before. That said, speaking of Vampire, I think I'm going to segue into that because I have a segue for once. On March, my French is showing. On March the 17th, I'll be over on Praxagora Thesmophoria for the one-shot that I was supposed to be on last month. So I'll play in it then. And you won't see me for a long while after that because of stuff happening. But you will see me here on Sunday for the very last session of Roleplay Reflect as we sort of wrap up the entire season and talk about everything that we went through and everything that we played and all the fun times and such, and then tease what's going to happen for the future of that show. And then next week on Thursday here for some more Witcher. And my love for tonight, for all of you. I'll start with Yutsai and Joanna, and it's a subtle thing, but I picked up on it, and I loved it. And it's when you got up and you said that you heard wood creaking. From like, I gathered the sound of your leg. Was it? Or did I completely misunderstand the situation?
No, that was the weight being shifted onto that leg.
Cool. I felt that was like a light touch that, I don't know, to me brought a lot to Joanna as the player now. You know, you integrated this into the noises that she can make, the movements that she can make and all that. And I thought that was great. Also, you have a body of 10. So to me, you now absolutely look like a redheaded version of the blacksmith from Monster Hunter World. It's just, you have, from your character art that Hannah drew, you have as much hair anyway, so it works. It tracks. You can search it up later. Just keep safe search on. Asa. That I know things about Asa. And so I have a different point of view watching this last scene with Gulshan and part of it with Joanna. And it's, yeah, I can't wait for your life to come crashing down. Asa is a baby witcher, but Asa also has like a history of things happening prior to. And all of these things I could see informing your roleplay in that scene. And that was just like, awesome. Gulshan. For everything in these past 3 sessions, from the plan that you made when you, as a player, were coming back from a trip, had barely gotten home, through this together, not only saw it through, but then also stuck around afterwards to make sure that everyone, and PCs included, were like taken care of. That Shanra Ral had, everything was okay with her. That the dwarves were, fine. Nobody checked up on Thierry, but I don't expect anyone to check up on Thierry. And then, looking after Wreath, looking after Asa, Joanna. It's all these little bits of... Chat was having fun earlier at calling you unofficially the dad of the group, but it kind of felt like that. It kind of felt like you're wrangling all these young'uns around, and boy oh boy do I have some consequences coming your way. You haven't looted the town, so there's a lot of things I have to keep my mouth shut about. But it's stuff that I have to give probably Wreath anyway, so we'll see that next session. As part of the shopping spree, quote unquote, they did, purchasing all of the stuff. But yeah, and that scene in the approach in the bath, everything, that was awesome. And thank you for taking for putting a lot of love and work into Gulshan. Chat, thank you so much for being here. We're gonna go. We're not gonna raid anyone tonight. I'm just gonna bid you all a good night, and we will see you next week for the aftermath and potentially clearing a crypt out of flying babies. Ciao, everyone.